Hey Gibby, thanks for that tier 1 subscription. You're great. I love you. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. We're going live, we're going early, because that's what I like to... Okay, I'm done. Guys, how are we doing? How are we feeling? What's new in the hood? Starting with Eric, who looks like he just had a great revelation.
Great might be questionable, but a revelation was had.
Oh yeah?
You know, we're here, we're vibing. High key, a game came out, earlier earlier this week that I've been hyped for a long time, and I got to a story twist like
Halo
an
Infinite.
hour before this started, and I thought about just being like, hey, I can't make it, so I can play through this story twist. But then I realized I would go
Wow.
like 3 weeks without D&D, and I don't think I can do that.
It's true. Runt, how are you feeling? What's going on? You're being played by Gibby today.
Yep. Today is feeling like a real XJ9 Super S -- semicolon the God War day, so.
Ah. Okay, Kushim, being played by John. How are you doing?
Doing pretty well. Nothing particularly special, but, you know, isn't life always special?
That's deep. John, being played by Yugu today. How are you?
I don't think I can follow up John, but Halo Infinite came out, and I'm addicted to that, so...
Oh, yeah? Alright, that leaves only our boy, Mr. Meager, who has yet to submit to me his nameplate. How are you doing, Orion?
What do you mean? We went through this. I submitted a nameplate.
What?
I did give you a nameplate, and we talked about how much the nameplate was so expedient and it arrived so fast because
Oh, fuck.
the great work.
Oh, shit!
Oh
No way! I
You had
fucked
it for
up!
3 weeks.
Oh!
I fucked up! Look at that, guys. Hang on, we're doing it now. I don't care.
Come here. John fucks
Pyro
up.
made it in like 2
Boom!
seconds.
Hang on.
A
Hey, that's a
month
big
Oh,
nigga.
fuck.
That's,
That's a big
meager.
meager. There we go.
It was a month ago.
Now it's a small
Shout out
meager.
to Pyro.
Pyro,
That's a small meager.
Pyro JC, you son of a bitch, you've done it once again. Pissing me off even when you're not playing in my game right now. Unbelievable. Guys, we're here. We're in it to win it. I want to hear a recap from someone. Who was absent last week?
Paraglided.
I think
No
everyone
one-
was here last week.
Who was absent last week?
Meager
Last
did you.
week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
someone,
Meager did it last time.
someone give me a fucking recap. I think John owes us like 3.
Totally. Last time on the God War, not political team, god damn it, Discovery team, we stealthily, after trying to figure out for like half an hour how to see ourselves while invisible, got the whole party into the city, not the city, the province of Morning Glory. We found a barn-like building, locked it up, decided it was our home base, and then had Runt steal some attire for us. Wait, not for us. For his dad, Miga. And they did some reconnaissance along with Chad, his partner?
Who knows?
I honestly do not remember what we learned. We learned about Fresnov. We learned a lot of stuff. I thought
Don't
you
worry,
know.
because I'm about to recap it all when we talk to Shade and the gang to tell us what we learned.
Alrighty, it is the 16th, I believe. 16th, midday, getting closer to evening. You guys reconvene underneath a cloudy, rainy sky. It's growing dark, even though it's the middle of summer. You have reconvened.
So, before I go on in a whole speech about everything that we learned, did anything interesting happen while we were gone?
Some people, they were screaming a lot for quite a while. I poked my head out. I think someone saw me. I'm sorry. But I don't see anything, and screaming stopped a while ago.
True.
Nav?
Yeah, that was it. We didn't die. How about that?
That's good. That's very good because of what we have to do now. But before I get to that, we know why you probably heard screaming, most likely. So there is a guy who goes by the name of
Written.
no, not yet. I'm getting there.
Oh,
There's a guy who goes by the name of Chaplain Duplin, and there's a Counselor Duncan. Very strange name.
Very
For
strange.
two guys to be separate. But anyway, those two are kind of in charge of certain things around here. Most namely, and most relative to what you guys heard, is that apparently people are being kidnapped or just taken off the street. Like, random people are being taken. Which is likely what you heard. Because we found, near the end, a man, an older man. We came to learn that he was a jewelry maker of some kind. His name is written, and his daughter was being taken, or someone close to him was being taken away as we came across this, as we came on our way back. And we learned also that a lot of a big reason why many of the soldiers, Fresnoth's forces, seem to be out and about all along the streets in a parade-like formation is that apparently Fresnoth's gonna be showing up here in like a day or two. So like after our guys come in, Fresnoth's gonna come in and basically pincer us. And that's gonna be really bad. On top of that, it seems that no one else in the town, as far as we know, appear to be talking about or aware of the ritual. Rather that there are two central locations in which the ritual that we're trying to disrupt could be. There is either the place where Ritten's family member or loved one was taken, which is near the center of town, or in that palace fortress-like structure, as those are the two basically places of interest for us. Now, I told Ritten, because he seemed pretty dejected, that we were basically on his side, and we were here to, and for a lack of better words, help liberate town from Fresnoth's forces without directly telling him that we are from Tulsk. I'm not entirely sure whether he could be trusted, but he felt very desperate, and like we were a hope that he might get his loved one back. So I put in a little extra trust, not something I normally would, in someone who is desperate. The big concern is that he knows where we are, but he has the signal. I gave him a signal to knock twice, wait, then knock twice again when he wants to let us know that he is here to speak with us. So, that is everything that we learned. Except for one other thing, I think that the people here aren't really... There are some people here who are willing to rise up against Fresnoth, the old ways, the vampire sympathizers. They are also apparently very cult-like, so we'd have to, not exactly people we would want to work alongside, but definitely a faction to keep in mind as potentially an extra arm to work against Fresnoth's forces. But a majority of the citizens here do appear to be simply people who could not care less who rules over them. They are just want the most stability like most normal people. So that in mind, talking Fresnoth or any sort of like major disturbances in their lives is pretty much a big no-no. Just most people here are trying to stay out of this conflict between Tulsk and Fresnoth. But besides that, there's not much else that I have to let you know. That was basically all of it.
Oh, by the way, they took Ritten's daughter or son, their child, because they were, I believe, demi-human?
Yes,
I
they've
had-
been taking demi-humans.
Ah, yes,
Or-
I had not
word.
noticed. Demi-humans isn't... No, it's like... I mean, we're all demi-humans, technically. It's just more of like... It's more noticeable
More
in
exotic.
some people than others. I mean, look at you, Kashim.
Yeah.
You're obviously a person, a demi-human. We're all
I
demi-humans.
am a person.
I'm just a shorter regular person. You're just a bug regular person, right? We're all regular people. But apparently not everyone sees it that way. I mean, we saw that when we first saw Fresnoth. There was that extremely racist purist when I first talked to Rick Silverback. So obviously, not
I
everyone.
couldn't remember what the Ugarestrians all semi-humans. A word for them.
Probably nothing good, I'd imagine.
Nothing we want to repeat.
Yep, but that would be. That just kind of reinforces that we don't want to be walking around to be seen as by many people. And if you were someone Yugu that might, I'm not saying I'll guarantee, but it might present additional problems that we might need to deal with soon.
So they're taking the demi-humans. Do we know where? And maybe it is to the ritual.
Like
Yeah?
I said, yeah, I agree with that entirely. I think that if they're holding them in one of the two locations, at least because that's what Written told us, was that generally when people are taken away and are never seen again, it is either towards the direction of the center of town or towards the keep, one of those two locations. So I think we should start planning on which of those two we want to work our way into, if that is a possibility for us.
It seems that you might do better to try and disguise you as well, friend Runt. If they are taking these, perhaps Meager is really the only one of us that looks normal enough not to be taken.
I agree. If that's the route we want to go down. But now that we've had some disguises and some basic reconnaissance, do we want to keep scouting, or do we want to do a full group escapade, let's call it, breaking and entering? You know.
Maybe we can find out more information about this place in the center of town, or the palace, whichever is closer, while we still have some light before the curfew. Although as a player, I do realize that means
Splitting. And that would mean sending Meager alone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, I'm not against it. That decision is entirely up to Meager if he agrees to that.
No, it's up to all of us to send Meager alone, right?
I feel like he has more weight in that decision than anyone else.
You're wrong.
No, you're right. I'm wrong. It's definitely everyone votes except Meager. So if we all vote that Meager should go and he doesn't want to go, then he goes. I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay.
This
That
is
does sound
fu-
diplomatic.
It sounds democratic, in fact.
I don't
What do you
think that's
think?
what democratic means.
What do you think, Orion?
You're asking Orion or
I'm asking
Meager?
Orion. Yeah, that's why I said that.
Hey, if it's in character. Yeah, I'm down for it.
Nav, you've been awfully quiet.
We could do either way. I mean, we're gonna fuck something up at some point, so this is really all just the foreplay until that happens.
Really, it's like, personally, I just don't want to fuck shit up until we know that Toast is gonna come to bail us out. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real question
I don't
is
want to
like,
fuck shit up until I'm not in danger.
I mean, we're always in
shade.
danger. That's the point.
cause Shade been listening to this whole thing. So, what's Shade's opinion on this? Or what's Toast's opinion?
Don't be reckless. If you get caught and you blow their cover, they're gonna be super pissed off.
Yeah. So, in my humble opinion, if we are going to stage something, it should be within hours of, if not within the, we should basically wait for Tolst to attack, and that's when we invade one of the two locations, because that's when they're going to be most preoccupied.
Do we want to attempt the other facets of the plan? Like sabotaging and then the gates part, or are we going straight in for the ritual and only the ritual?
Well, Gates is like, the gate is basically, if we couldn't find out any information on the other objectives, then we would go for a gate. But now we have, although we don't know exactly where the ritual is, we know who might be in charge of it, and we have two like centralized locations. Personally, above board, out of game, I think the cathedral is probably, or not the cathedral, the fortress is more likely to have the ritual, because it's obviously way more fortified, is going to have more people who can defend it easier, and we'll probably just have more guards overall. But if there are a bunch of people inside like the center of town, and we can help release them, and they're willing to, you know, let's say there are a bunch of people inside that place who are willing to fight against the people who imprisoned them, or best case scenario, we actually find a piece of the ritual and are able to disrupt it, or the anti-air weapons are within there.
I agree. We should go for the easily extractable rocks.
So what's the plan?
Are we sending Meager out to investigate the center of town location and learn about it before we hit it?
I think it's a good plan.
Thumbs up
friend
if you
Meager.
agree.
Wait, can we send his scout that can die?
His drone.
It would have to
Yeah.
be within 120 feet. You can't work out that. It's not like a mile-long spell, right?
Why doesn't he just go invisible and have that out?
Speaking of spells, friend Meager, do you have any spells that could help us see something at a long range?
If I'm near it and have like an idea of where I want to like look at, I can do clairvoyance. To look past doors or look into like buildings. I have invisibility. I have detect thoughts, and all those can be good in this situation.
Fair enough. Don, how far is this city center from where we are?
You don't know. You've never been.
Yeah, we only traveled
okay.
north and we've only traveled north and east. We haven't actually gone towards the center directly.
Can I use my reasoning skills to give a good estimate for how far away it would be, given my mapping?
You don't know the
my
dimensions
percep-
of this city. You did not scout it out in the air during the daytime. You never got an aerial view. You did not look at maps or bring one when you were in Destry.
To do the drop.
It's too late for that, Pushim. You should have brought that up earlier.
What do you mean?
We
did.
could have
We did look at
bought
maps.
we could have bought a map from the umbrella store.
It's true. You
True.
could have.
I was too busy acting like a child, literally.
Yeah, and then we got kicked out. So
Because Uncle Joe Rogan over there couldn't stop talking about Fresnoth.
Good old Joe. Those chimpanzees, man. Look at them. Alright. You don't know how far away the city center is.
Okay.
Mika,
I was-
we gotta send you to the center of the city, Mika.
again, are we doing this right now or
Well,
Because
preferably
it's getting dark.
before it gets dark. Yeah, let's do it right now.
but
How much
we're
time
gonna-
do we have until dark?
Yeah.
Probably like 2 hours. It's the sun sets late here. The mountains. The
I can,
overcast sky.
since we're going to be resting, and we can feel confident in getting a short rest with the stuff we brought in Leomin's tiny hut and all that stuff.
Yeah, you can set it up.
Excellent. Okay.
You have
I
plenty of
can accompany. Sorry.
You have plenty of room for the hut in this warehouse.
I can accompany you for at least until dark. If it's only 2 hours. We can see how far
Okay.
we can get.
Okay, yeah. It'd be much more comfortable to have you along.
Kushim, aren't you out of spells? You gave us 2 disguise selves yesterday.
I'm... Good question, but I am using my, what's it called? That spell thing that you let me use to break up spells.
His magic
Oh, the
item.
spell splitter thing.
So how many
So
spell slots do you
that-
have left?
I have 2 spell slots of level 1. So,
Okay, cool. As long as you know. I just want you to keep track of that.
yes,
Okay.
I am keeping track of it, friend. Are you ready to go, Jacob?
I didn't realize I was coming along, but okay.
I
Oh, that's
forgot the
Jacob.
name, not Jacob, but did we give Daddy? Are you coming, Daddy?
He was never given a name. Only I was Jacob and you were Chad, and Dad was never given a name.
Hmm.
How about Barrett? Your name is Barrett now.
How about Bear? Roar.
He doesn't really look like a bear. He looks more like a
That's
possum.
Harry.
Holy shit.
How about you just call me Lane?
Lane? That sounds like lame.
Lame.
Lane.
We already call you
That's
meager. I
fitting.
don't want to. I
That's
don't also
fitting.
want to call
Yeah.
you lame.
Meager and lame.
All right, Lane it is, friend. Friend Lane.
I understand why.
And I still grr. Roar.
Please don't. Not in public.
No,
at
please
least.
do. Especially in
I will
public.
take your request into consideration. But if it seems
Time ready
appropriate,
right now. Let's go.
You guys head off, closing the doors behind you,
Going on.
taking
If
a
they
side
don't, I will.
entrance. It's still daytime. Are you guys just walking in and out of this dirty, empty warehouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I split it open a little bit, make sure no one's watching, then move out?
Yeah, give a quick perception check. It's not
I'm really good,
raining
though.
nearly as heavily as before. Let's see it.
8.
You don't see anybody.
and
The coast is clear,
I
Meager.
peek out under his head, doing that
Yeah, give me one too.
classic. Thank you.
Wouldn't you be above because you're way taller?
Yeah, I was gonna say
worse.
over.
Roll worse.
No, that's what's funny about the situation, guys. Come on.
Thank you.
Your eyes peek out beyond. Did you cast Disguise Self, or are you still Bug Kushim right now?
I cast Disguise Self.
Okay. You stick out your illusionary head and indeed spot someone, maybe 300 feet down the road, facing you.
Okay. I whisper, "There's somebody facing us. We should hold on." And I'll wait to see what happens with him.
Yeah. You guys step back in, or are you guys just gonna keep watching this guy as he continues to walk towards you?
Okay, so he's walking towards us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Head back.
Okay, you
Close
guys
the door.
hide. Closing the
Yeah.
door. You wait. Minutes go by. You hear his footsteps approaching. What are you guys all doing when
it's
you,
an old man.
what's everybody doing as the chance of discovery comes up? I know Runt's like drawing a weapon, but what
Of
about the rest
course.
you?
I've got my sword and shield ready to go, just in case.
Yeah, Nav's gonna get out his pickaxe and he's gonna go like. So he's coming in. He's approaching the big doors, like the sliding doors.
No, you don't see him.
No?
He's
You're
just
just hearing his
walking as
footsteps.
far as now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, only entryway is the sliding door, so Nav is gonna go like pressed against the sliding door and just a little bit back. So if he steps in,
Okay,
surprise attack, bitch.
fair.
Run's gonna whisper to the Nav, if he tries to come in, grab him and put your hand over his mouth so he can't scream. You know, unless it's our guy. If it's our guy, he's gonna knock and we'll know it's him. But otherwise, we're gonna have to hide this body.
Yugo, Meager, Kushin.
Just
Do
waiting.
Behind him.
I was gonna say, do I hear him say that?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm saying it to
Why?
Nav, but everyone in here can hear me. I'm not being secretive about it.
Kill him unless you have to.
We are
Exactly.
with
But we may just about to be having to.
There are many alternatives. We have rope
I agree, but violence is the best.
and ball
I guess
gags.
standing next to one of the side doors. They're like 60 feet away, right?
Okay. I'm wondering if you guys can hear this, but there's a knocking at the door.
We have
Oh, is it?
we have
What?
2 people right next to the door.
is
How
it
many
knock,
knocks?
knock, wait, knock.
It's
That's
knock
right.
knock, wait, knock knock.
I guess my mic is too good; it won't pick it up. It
Yeah,
thinks
it-
it's background noise. That's unfortunate because I've been knocking twice.
Oh, we have not been able to hear it.
I've been pausing,
Not at all.
and then I've been knocking.
Not at
again.
all. Not at all. Our perception is
Unfortunate.
literally 0 for all of us.
That's
But
fine.
if that
The
is
party's perception.
if that's what we hear, then Ron will be like, "Yep, that's the signal. That's our guy."
Millman
Okay.
apparently hears it. I don't know what's going on with them,
It's
but
you probably have noise
Ah,
reduction, and we
true.
can't hear it through Discord, but your stream can hear it.
well,
because
your
it's
mom
applied-
can
it's
also
applied
hear
to
it
that.
then. Why don't you go ahead and open the door, Ron?
Okay, I'll slowly open the door.
Yeah.
Confirm it's our man.
You see a 50-some-odd-year-old dude who looks more or less like a humanoid. He blinks at you as you have a weapon in your hand.
Well, it's not unsheathed. It's just his hand is on the hilt,
Okay.
and then he will take it off and he'll say, "Ah, you're written, right?
Yeah.
Come on in." I'm gonna motion for him to come inside.
He steps slowly inside and immediately
Run's gonna
sees
kinda-
the fucking
Run's gonna be
golem
like-
beside him. He's the fucking war pick raised and ready to fucking murder him.
It's gonna be like, "We're clear. This is our guy. Be safe."
Chad, Joshua's dad.
Daddy.
Hello, friend.
Hi.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
it's
we
okay.
met before, but I saw your troubles. Welcome.
Oh no, we did not.
No, he
speak.
didn't. He didn't. The
Oh,
big man
yes.
over there. He left right before we talked with you.
I must have picked up your name from somewhere. I apologize.
Must
John
have been the way.
quickly covers. Whew,
You can
bullet
call him
dodge.
Daddy.
You can call him Daddy.
I see. Hi. He looks to Yugu, like 60 feet away, kind of concealed, kind of just ready to cast a spell. Okay, well. You guys are spies, I see. This is awkward. I don't know what I thought you guys would be, in hindsight. But, I went to the town center,
Okay.
like you told me to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much on lockdown. There's only 4 streets into it right now. They've cordoned off most of the alleyways and houses and have stacked a bunch of fucking trash and rubble. I got like 30 feet in before I was kicked out. But that's where they took a bunch of people, it looks like. There are like 20 people in cages.
And you could clearly see them in the cages.
He nods. They were like
Mm.
a little bit away in a blind spot so that no one could just see them if you're just like looking down the road, but I bum rushed the guards, so.
And how would you be able to lead us to the city center?
He nods.
All right.
It's guarded.
Suppose we were to have a distraction happen, and the guards would have their hands full Do you think we would be able to get in there and save those people?
Maybe. There's a lot of guard. It's not just like the ones guarding that one area. It's town guard.
We've seen a lot of the guards around. I'm talking about a major distraction that would take up most of the town's their attention.
I'm sure
Something
there'd
that
be
simply could not be ignored.
some people still there, but I assume, yeah.
Looking at my spell,
You open your spell book and look at its description. Yes.
yeah, it says in a obvious location that's unfamiliar to you. What constitutes like an
I have
obvious
no
location?
idea what you're talking about. You need
Post
to
the
look
spell
up
for
the
us.
Yeah, for clairvoyance.
Okay, cool. I don't know every spell in the game. Please remember that.
Of course, yeah.
Do you have a focus of at least 100 GP?
Yeah, we
I
talked
can
about that.
make one too.
Oh, cool.
We have so much money.
You create an invisible sensor within range in a location familiar to you, a place you have visited or seen before, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as behind a door, around a corner, or in a grove of trees. The sensor remains in place for the duration.
So, if it's
Yeah.
within a mile and he describes it to me, and like the direction and distance, does that count as a obvious location that I can then place it in there?
No. You need more than hearsay. You need
Okay.
to know, like, the geographic point at very least. Otherwise, it'd say so. You know, behind a door, like, you're touching that door. Around a corner, you're near to that corner. In a grove of trees, you can see the trees. If you were, like, on higher elevation and you could see the center of town, definitely. But you're in a warehouse talking to some dude.
Okay, so I need you to take me there at least so I can at least see the area where I can
We go right now.
Yes, let's go. He
how
points at
long does
Runt
it-
specifically and says, the guards were talking about you in my neighborhood when I went back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said some weird-looking gnome was running about the streets, causing mayhem for some businessman.
Is that all?
I thought you'd like to know if you're coming back with us.
I will not be coming on this
Oh.
trip, especially now that I was thinking of it. But especially now that you're here, you're a much better guide, and well, as you've
Nice.
mentioned, I don't have the best disguise, nor now I'm somewhat notorious already, so it's best for me to stay here, especially so I can keep a close ear to the ground.
Okay. Away we go!
Well, have fun.
He gestures, doing the
how
hi-ho.
how long will it take to get there?
A mile and a quarter or so.
So like 20 minutes max.
We're slow.
20
Yeah, if
minutes
you're
is
slow.
slow.
That's why I said max.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Sorry,
He turns around and starts walking away, eyeballing the golem with 4 eyes and fucking tusks and a war pick. We can't hear you,
You're
Eric.
muted.
Eric, your mic is down, or your mic is up.
I don't think he cares or can hear us.
I was gonna say, I think he's talking to someone else.
Yeah.
What was the question?
We thought you were trying to talk to us.
No, I got my friend addicted to a podcast, and he just finished the 200th episode, which is the last episode today. So he called me so we could geek out about it for a second.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay, well then, that was.
And I wasn't involved in the conversation, so I was like, I didn't feel too bad coming back.
That's fine. You guys leave, I suppose. Kushim and Meager following this guy, written a jewel smith, out into the city streets. By now, the rain has completely stopped. It's not nightfall yet, but you don't see the sun. You haven't seen the sun all day, and the luminosity is getting darker and darker by the minute. So, you flee. You run into town. Well, not run, but like a fast jog is had as Written leads you. John will turn off this. And come on to sad piano music. Mysterious piano music. Okay.
Mysterious.
You guys take some side streets, hit the main streets. The parade guards have stopped parading. The streets are abandoned right now. This main thoroughfare that's several hundred feet long and wide, separating the town. You see some like isolated individuals who are doing similar stuff to you. It's getting close to curfew. Written will kind of mutter to himself, and then take you deeper into the city. The shabby brown roof buildings will be left behind for more flourishing reds, browns, blues, richer colors. You will pass by a tailor shop, which seems to have like a young man just sitting out with a sign around his neck that says, "I don't know how to lock the back door," in shame. That guy is just sitting sullenly in front of the store. Some people laugh at him. One dude just side decks him with a tomato out of nowhere and then fucking runs. But then you guys get to another main thoroughfare. Also abandoned. You don't see any parade guards like you did earlier. It's kind of weird. Having seen like hundreds of these dudes, now just not present. Maybe it's because it's sundown. Maybe the parade has ended. Who knows? But you will come to the older district with stone buildings made out of limestone, marble in some cases, and these rich dark blues that tile the roofs. Here you will see more people out and about. Either they don't care about the weird fucking army situation at all, maybe they're protected in some way, who knows. But as soon as you guys start passing by some people having conversations out during the twilight of the evening, one of them waves, "Written, you're back already!" And Written just fucking keeps going. Kushim and Meager, you both get to see this person just be like, "Oh, I guess he's in a rush again." And then like make side comments about the jewel smith. Does this dissuade you? Do you guys stop? Do you halt? Do you keep pressing on?
I'm not going to say anything and try to like keep my focus forward.
Okay. You'll get a couple streets into this quarter where you guys will start to see like actual guards, not parade guards who are dressed nicely and flourishing and arms presenting. You will see thugs in armor with spears, with swords, with clubs, with flails, all sorts of medieval weaponry. Most of them wear armor. Most of it's light armor though, so studded leathers. Some of them have like breastplates and stuff, but not too heavily armored. These guys are easy enough to dodge. But John's gonna roll a secret die real quick.
Ooh, secret.
Yeah, some of them will spot you, but no one cares enough to like investigate you or Written. or the illusory fucking Chad over here. What a name. You all can, well, not you all, you three can move forward until you come upon like this small clearing in some back alley, which gives you just enough view to see into the culvert, this bowl-shaped square. You see 4 roads leading out of it, some fortification, not like a big keep or a fortress by any means, but it's clearly like this entire city has been built out of like a small, gentle crater of some kind, and here in the epicenter there is a upward hill? I suppose it's like a mound or a hill, and on top of that is like a 10-foot, 15-foot wall with a parapet made out of some kind of stone. It's dark now. Spotlights have come onto the city itself. You will see them out and about on the walls specifically. These great big spotlights which begin to scan the sky looking for airships or any other sorts of bullshit. And here, this entire street is heavily lit. But you're, you know, in the building still, in alleyways, side passages, behind townhouses, and you can see this.
Could I see the top of the parapet from here?
Mm-hmm. You can't see what's like going on behind it or inside of it, but you can definitely see like above it, which would be a perfect place for your sensor if I'm reading this correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Try to get it to my mind. Try to memorize it. Okay, I think I got it. I think we go back for tonight, and then tomorrow morning, get just close enough so I can cast a spell, and then get us more information.
Good job, Daddy. I would like to know. You did great.
I hate how well you can do that.
Great.
I would like to know. So Neat can cast detect magic, right? Is a rod of alertness at a.
Oh, neat. Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
When I look up the description, it says there's no limit to the detect evil, detect those parts. Did you want to put a limit with Neat?
No, that's just what he can do. He knows who's evil.
He knows who's evil. Okay, I'd like to detect magic then. So I haven't tried it. Let's see if it's a stealthy thing or not.
This is a great time to try it.
Is disguise self concentration?
It is not.
Okay, then you can do this, no problem. You cast detect magic. Neat comes to alertness. He seemed to have been like dozing off or something. He's like, "Oh, you need me? What are we doing, Kushin?"
Friend, we are looking for magic.
And then you will just feel this like strange chill emanate from your wrist, which flows through your body to your eyes, and you start looking at all the magical auras around you. You can see all of the... Mika, do you have any magical items on you?
No magical items.
Then you can see Ritten has a magical ring on him.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm looking towards this building. Nothing, no magic coming off from the...
You
it's
are
within
not
30 feet.
Yeah, you're not close enough.
Okay.
You're still a couple hundred feet off.
Didn't think of that. Okay.
Yeah.
What's
you're
gold
good.
ring?
Yeah. What kind
Do
of
what?
magic? With detect magic, you get to see what kind of magic.
What school of magic is it?
Probably.
Asian, we're doomed.
Is it abjuration, conjuration, illusion, perhaps?
Right, you're about to get
Maybe
banned.
enchantment?
You're getting banned this instant.
This is why I don't play a magic class.
I assume it is a abjuration or alteration spell. Alteration is the grand all be all of all spells. It's like the greater school that all spells are like part of. Except for divination,
Okey-dokey.
or not divination, divine magic. Okay.
Ready, friend. Seen nothing of use. I apologize.
I see things of use.
Oh, what things do you see, Need?
I see your friends! And the enemy
They
before
are
me!
of use. Good job, Neat. Do you see anything else in that direction of the tower?
Nope. I see through
Okay.
your eyes. I see what you see.
Aha. I see what I see too. Okay.
Ridden
Ready,
looks at you,
friend?
Meager, and is just like, who's he talking to? Is this, is he okay?
Yeah, he's alright. It's too long to explain.
Okay. It's understandable, Daddy. And you guys can start heading back if you want.
Yeah, it's curfew, so let's go back.
It's better if I don't explain.
Yeah. If that's all what you guys want to do, Ridden is always like casting his head in the other direction as he leads you back to your shitty warehouse hideout, which you guys make it back to in short time. They were gone for maybe half an hour.
Nice. Alright, I'm assuming they all come in, they do the knock-knock, we let them in, we close the door behind them, everyone's inside.
Everyone is inside.
And we'll say, well, what did you guys learn?
Similar to what you said about the center, I also found a good point for me to cast my spell. That I could do in the morning, and it gives me elevation to be able to see around. That will not only allow me to see the layout of the city, which we still need, but also on top of the roofs, and hopefully look for that stuff we need, as well as look out for like the area which in question.
That sounds awesome.
Really,
Somebody
nothing
remind...
of value.
Oh, that's not as awesome.
Ah! You drop disguise self, I assume?
Yeah, that was the...
Yeah. Redden gives a bark of surprise, not having seen through your illusion at all during this time. I've been rolling it here.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. His name isn't, Chad, Daddy, whatever we decided it was. His name is actually Kushim. He's very nice.
Hello,
But
friend.
He
that
offers to
aside,
shake your big bug hand.
Go for the hug.
Okay, you hug him. He's like, oh, I haven't been hugged in so long.
that
later.
aside, Mr. Ritten, whether you, obviously you have a home, I assume, so we won't keep you here.
Nods.
And I would ask that you would now head back to your home. Everyone's gonna look around. Remind me, because my sense of time isn't good when it comes to days. We have another day before our distraction arrives, yes?
How am I supposed to
Oh.
know that?
That's Laurent's looking to the party, not
Oh.
Written.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I believe so.
We had 2 days, yes? And it isn't tomorrow, it's the day after tomorrow?
This would be
At least 2
really
days.
important to confirm.
Yes, that's why I'm asking. Because
Hey, friend Shade.
Shade pops up in Kushim's eyes. Like, oh, you found a spy.
Yes. When will more people come?
when are you showing up? Are you showing up tomorrow, or are you showing up the day after tomorrow?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Okay. Well then, Written, do you have any friends, or any other people who you know of who are your acquaintances who have also had people taken from them?
There's... Supposedly, those guys are meeting up in... And he kind of, like, gestures to the warehouse you guys are in places like these. With cloaks and daggers and candlelight flames. Maybe one will reach out to me tonight. They heard.
That's what I was hoping. If not, I was going to ask you if you could find other groups of people who have had their loved ones taken and maybe organize something on our behalf. Because tomorrow night is when that distraction I mentioned is going to be here. And
Okay.
while I will not ask you to be a part of something so dangerous, I would not ask you to risk your life, especially considering we are trying to save your loved one and bring them back to you. I would ask your assistance in this so that your lives may return to some level of normalcy after we accomplish our goal.
He pauses and then gives a somewhat confused nod. So you want me to fuck off? Is that what I'm hearing?
Politely, yes.
Okay.
Unless you want to stay, I don't think you would want that though, because it sounds.
No, I need to
a
go
little bit
make
weird.
a pipe bomb. I'll be. I
Excellent.
have things to do.
Okay, have fun with that.
Good luck.
We will
Don't
leave
blow
you to
yourself
it then.
up.
You all have fun.
too.
And really dejectedly, he starts to head back out into the streets.
Before he backs out, I'm gonna say one last thing. If there are places that you would like to be safe, parts of town that you would prefer stayed safe, including your store, where would those locations be?
What?
Do you want your town? Do you want your specific block to be safe from a distraction? Is what I'm asking you.
I don't care what happens to the city. I want my granddaughter alive.
Understood. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Okay. He leaves.
And after he leaves, Run's going to talk to Shade and said, "You heard the man. If we have to raise the city to the ground, all we need are the people alive."
Shay does not respond. Because he's not in your periphery. He's still hanging out with Kushim.
Well, he can hear me anyway.
Sure.
As discussed earlier. You heard the man, boys. Meat's back on the menu. Don't leave any of them Fresnoth fuckers alive.
Jeez.
Alright, Soldier 76, calm down.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Got you in my sights.
Shade tells you, Kushim, that you should slap Ron in the face. He's too busy LARPing. And then he will peace out. He has things to do. People to see.
I'll reach out and at his cheek.
Right, your cheek is fondled by 3 bug-like
Right.
limbs.
Runt will raise an eyebrow and say, "Thanks?" For the question mark? Anyway, now we have a timeline. We have basically 24 hours to prepare. With Meager's signal, whatever, thingy, magic, whatever, we'll be able to scout pretty well and get a good sense. And now with the two of you having actually been there and been guided there, can leave the rest of us there pretty easily. So my recommendation is we take the next 16 or so hours of just relaxing and getting ready, letting Written and the others who are planning their own uprising do their thing, keep our heads low, and preparing ourselves for what is about to come. Because I think we're going to have to go whole hog into this mess, and I'd rather us be well rested when that time comes.
We not want to use my spell before we go do stuff, or is that like right before we go?
I would
Boom.
say, while if you can, and it's not too much of a taxing on you while we're resting. If not, before we go for sure.
Well, I have to be within 1 mile, and it's just over a mile away from us.
I mean, if we spend most of the day, like if we take the rest of the night off, and then we spend most of the day just hanging back and relaxing, I'm sure you could find an hour, half an hour to get within range and do what you need to do before we have to go. Because if they're coming at night, if they're coming in the next 24 hours or so, we've got plenty of time between then and now to do things. I can't imagine we'll
I'm
spend
not
a whole
sure that we
24
do
hours.
have plenty of time. We don't really know what's happening. We're not sure where the ritual is, and I think if your spell would be useful as early as we can. Maybe we can't do it now under curfew, but early in the morning?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Sure.
For now, I think we need to get our rest. Tomorrow is going to be a very heavy day.
Okay.
You, what's your opinion on all this?
Well, I don't know.
Just
Things
along
are
for the ride?
happening. Pretty much, yeah. They told me I could come with you and learn some things. Some cool stuff. I guess cool stuff is destroying a government.
Hell
Nav,
yeah.
as Yuku is saying all of this, Nav is just gonna like put his hand over Marvel's mouth to stop the snoring.
The flow of air. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey Nav, do you have a spare bucket?
Bucket?
Yeah. Or like some container that's maybe hand-sized, like a cup. You ever hear about that myth about if you put someone's hand in like a thing of water
And
while
we
they're
will be
sleeping?
back later. We're going to take a quick break as we prank Meager, have an actual short rest since we haven't had one of those in a couple days, and, you know, see what happens next. We'll be right back, everybody. Hello, everyone. We are back after that quick break. The night comes. The night goes. Nobody dares to come near your warehouse. That being said, you still wake up during the darkness of the morning. It's maybe like 4, 5 in the morning after everyone has their rotational switch and rest.
Well,
Please
feels a little bit
do your
to
spell
me.
slots now. Meager, you get your arcane recovery. Yugu, you get your...
Bardic inspiration.
Okay. Kushim, you get your spell slots back. Please divide them now if you're going to. You may want to.
Can I do it on the fly, I thought?
Maybe. I just want to know now in advance in case something was to happen.
Fine.
You know, it's like what you do when you wake up.
I was under the impression that it was an action, I guess.
Yeah, totally. Do you do it? You don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Can recombine them, right? Then sure, I'll do one of them. I'll split.
Yeah. What do you split into them?
God damn it, John.
I'm just wondering.
Just wondering.
Yeah.
My butthole. Yeah, I'll split one of that 3rd level spells into 3 first level.
Okay. Cool. You do that. John's just stressing you out. That's all I'm doing.
He's planning on
Working.
keeping a perfect copy of Kushim for the doppelganger fight later.
Mm-hmm.
Anything could happen. You all wake up. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna stay on guard. I have nothing better to do.
All right.
So I think I'll just write in my book.
You write in your book. As the morning comes, what do you guys do? I'm not asking about what you do on watch. Watch has come. It's gone now. I want to hear day activities.
Marvel will be running, like going over the spell in his head.
Mhm.
Try to like make sure he won't mess it up in the fly.
Yeah. Okay.
And should we find some place for you to cast this spell so we can get some more information?
Yep.
How many of you are going out? It's still kind of dark. Is this the time to move?
We could find a new hovel to hide in that's within a mile.
I'm not against trying to find a new place to go. Maybe someplace like a staging area, if you will, someplace similar to this, but much closer to where we want to be.
This one is temporary, yeah? We go there, we prep a little bit, we fuck off.
The only issue is if Ritten were to come here, he wouldn't find us. But if you guys are okay with him not being able to find us and tell us anything of importance, if something were to change, then
Do we have, like, writing utensil, paper, something you could draw on the ground? Like, hey, we left, went north, I don't know.
I mean, if you want to
Agreed.
leave a piece of paper that just says, "Hey, we left," go ahead. I'm just letting you know that's a potential.
Again,
Oh, no,
I
it's-
just need to. I need at most 20 minutes to go there, then scout around.
Should we
Yeah.
scout out first, and then maybe we can come back and, with the party, look for somewhere else to go?
I think we should have everyone go while it's still dark, and it's still hard to identify us as a group of, demi-humans or people who might be outsiders. This might be our one last big chance to move as a group before we need to make our big moves.
Okay. Any objections? I think so. It's a good idea.
Nav, you ready to move?
Nav is gone. He's already left.
Yes, I'm definitely ready to go and move. Well, you heard him.
Oh. Maybe he's in camera frame.
He was for a moment.
Oh well.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been. What's the plan?
We're going.
Yes, need
Where
to...
are you
Wait, do
going?
you want to stealth? Oh, well.
We're
towards the
going
center of
within.
town, right?
We're going towards the center of town. First to be within Meager's range, and then to find another hovel that is within at least a mile.
You're gonna have to
Of the
cross the
station.
street, boys.
Yeah.
All okay? Crossing the street in morning time?
I'm still kind of hesitant about this because why? I just need to go there for 20 minutes. It'll take 30 minutes to go there, cast a spell, wait for another 10 minutes. I just need someone to be there with me so that during that time, but I don't think we all need to move.
Well, the idea isn't that we're all moving for you to specifically use that. The idea is that while you are also using that, we are looking for another location to stay in that's closer to where we want to be when
Yeah.
Tulsa comes.
Wouldn't it be better for just me and Kashim doing that instead of everyone?
We may find ourselves like a hermit crab without a shell.
Exactly.
Always just take a shell from someone.
The problem is we have until nightfall, and so if we get caught this early, we are super SOL.
Yeah.
Which I think is what we're saying, is that
Yeah.
if we're out on the street without a destination, new shell to go to, as it were. And
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
Would
If you
you
believe-
not say the same thing if you two just go yourself? Because you would come back here, right?
If we go ourselves, we can also spend the time searching for a new home.
If you believe it
Oh.
if you believe that that'd be the best course of action, I'm not going to argue with you two. You two are the ones who are going to be the primary leaders on this, since you were both led into town, and Meager's going to be the one with the spell. So, if you just want the two of you to go, then we'll wait for you to come back.
Maybe one thing that might tip scales would be on the way towards the center of the town, it gets more populated, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be harder to find places to hide.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll go. We'll keep an eye out for somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is a suitable place, we'll come back and try and get the whole party there.
Okay.
That is the plan, and off they go.
Kushim, you cast Disguise Self?
I cast Disguise Self with
Please
one
mark.
of my spell slots.
Please mark that. Meager, you and Kushim head off into the city. You are looking for a place to do a magical ritual. Or not a ritual. Detect Magic's just a 10-minute spell. So, you can't do that out in the open. You will be interrupted. Someone will see it, and you will pause and be like, I probably shouldn't do this out here in the open. So what's the deal? Where are you guys going? Are you gonna take over a building by force? Or are you just gonna try to luck out in an alleyway?
I'm thinking alleyway is much more possible for the spell at least, because it goes from poor section to brick buildings and then
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Do we remember along the way which was sort of the least populated area or least popular place?
You are in the least popular place right now.
Okay, it continues to get more populated. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The further down you go, the
Cities-
more population there is.
Okay. Well, try not to go too far.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just
looking
need to
for
be on
now.
the edge.
You head across the street. You don't see any parade guards. What? It's still early in the morning. Can I get some perception checks from you guys? At disadvantage, please.
Yeah, I'm looking around with neat and
Mm-hmm.
so no disadvantage.
No, with disadvantage.
What? I always have to.
There you go.
Ooh, nice.
Mr. Kushim, you step outside the warehouse, you go across the streets, and there you have a clear view to the sky, and there's something weird with it. You would not have really noticed it normally because you're a foreigner here. You don't truly pay attention to the skyline of this foreign place. You've been in like a day now. But there, in the overcast sky above you, is a giant hole. Missing all sorts of clouds. It's pure sky.
Kind of like when we were at that place where the lady was burning the bodies.
Yeah, kind of. As though the overcast just clouds just had a hole punched straight through it.
Uh-oh.
Can we see where the hole is going to?
It
pointing-
is above you and to the south. Kind of where you're going right now.
Yeah. Okay. Like more towards the city center, not towards the palace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. I'm eager. I pass it on with my throat mic.
Okay.
Does that mean fail?
I don't know,
Sorry.
friend.
Let's
Perhaps
go
we are
quickly.
too late, but perhaps not. Yes. Let us find out quickly.
You get within a mile of your target. You feel meager.
I get into the alleyways.
You are in the
There's third,
alleyways. What?
Any people there?
I assume you want to immediately cast if there are just people there, right? So,
Yeah.
if you find an alleyway that is empty, I'm assuming you're going to begin casting your spell.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down on the ground, and I'm going to put my the cloak I have on
Yeah.
over my head, and I'll cast it in the cloak.
What are the... I mean, I can just scroll them. Hang on. This is a verbal, somatic, and material component spell. You will be saying words of power that need to be not shouted out, but said aloud. And you also need to move your hands in strange motions. One of the big, reasons wizards don't normally wear armor is because armor gets in the way of that. The material component can just be in your hand or on a chain or some place on your body for the most part. But you are acting out the spell. It will be noticeable even if you're sitting down. You can't be in total cover somehow. Do you have an actual tent-sized piece of canvas? Because a cloak will not cut it. Kushim, do you have anything to give concealment to Meager?
Yeah, probably.
His
Oh no,
body.
I left my canvas sheets. Okay. I've got the wind chill cloak that stands up. I believe you said like it.
Yeah, you can throw that on him too. It's just another fucking cloak. Now we
He
have
just looks like a
homeless man.
spooky ghost.
Yeah.
He's just like a spooky ghost from Halloween going, ooh, oh.
I think that's the
Is there,
best I
like-
can do for you.
Is it like trash or something piled up? In the alleyway,
Strangely
or is
not
this-
here, no.
Just show trash on Maker, it's fine.
You guys have actually seen, these city streets are formidably clean. Like, even the back alleyways. Like, it's rainy and muddy and, like, water pools, but you don't see any, like, garbage laying around. There's no broken bottles. You'd think there would be. Because this city is populated. Okay.
Strange.
You throw... Alright. Well, Kushim, you have some talking to do. Because Meager gets, like, 5 minutes into the spell, and then, like, 2 thug-like guards kind of show up. They seem to be taking a shortcut to another street or location, and they spot you. And they, of course, will notice the moving canvases that are just... and one of them is going to approach. Let's see their reaction adjustment to you. Because you're dressed up as Chad right now, the superhuman growling guy, or...
Let's look alike.
Okay. They don't immediately radiate hostility towards you, Kushim. But these thug guys, you know, maybe they're being opportunistic. Maybe they're just plain old curious. They're going to approach you. What do you do, Kushim?
Hello, friends.
Hey! What's the deal with the bag man?
Bagman over here is pretending to be a wizard. He's a little
wizard?
off in the hood, if you know what I mean.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Ow.
I'm sorry. He doesn't want to be disturbed. When he's like this, that's why I'm here. I'm making sure that nobody gets hurt, nobody does anything.
What do you mean nobody
he'll
gets
figure
hurt?
it out. Sometimes he gets a little bit riled up.
Yeah?
You boys, I know, you know what it's like to deal with people who are riled up.
We sure do.
Alright, probably back to home. Sure do. Alright. Sure, we don't want to see anything like that happen now.
Yeah, one of them starts to go for the wind chill cloak and pull it off of Meager. What do you do, Kushim?
Friend, I'm trying to be polite about this, but I really must insist that you do not...
Alright, he pulls it off, ignoring your words entirely. Meager! You are revealed to 2 strangers. You were mid-conversation. Can I get a Constitution saving throw so you can maintain concentration on your ritual real quick?
This is important enough that I will make it a 13 plus 2, so 15. With my
Okay.
portent.
No big deal. You ignore them. The winds of fate change in your favor. Kushim, this guy sees... Well, Kushim. No, not Kushim. Meager. Fondling a glass orb or something? Muttering actual magical words to him?
So in this world, is it possible to pass it off as the insane ramblings of someone, or...
No. There's no deception when casting spells, otherwise the spells won't work. Right?
Okay.
You can't say Wingardium Leviosa and then expect, like, a fireball to come out of your wand, right?
Well, I'm wondering if, like, people untrained would, if you tell them, like, this isn't magic.
We
Just
live in a
guy
very
just
magical
pretending.
world. At session 1, I told everybody knows what magic is. They might not know what the spell is, granted, but they know what magic is. Everyone has a magical energy shield around them, protecting them from harm. And they're going to make some Arcana checks to see what the fuck is going on. These are guards. They're untrained. They're not too intelligent. They literally rip off people's... homeless people's tents, I suppose, would be the metaphor here. One of them does not know what spell exactly is being cast, but knows for certain this is some magical bullshit. And he begins to go for a club. Kushim. What do you do, Kushim?
Cast. Okay, so now that we're in this thing, does it cost me an action to split spells up?
I need to look at the item.
Right.
Now. Why are you making me do this? This is why I wanted you to do it before. Let me find it. Honestly, this should just go to an initiative roll. I think we're gonna do that so I don't have to look through all my notes. Which seems way better.
Reasonable.
So, we're gonna do that real quick. Meager is concentrating on the spell, so he can roll in if he ever wants to remove that. But for now, Kushim, it's just you and 2 thugs. Please drag your character token out.
Can Kushim fight off 2 thugs with the power of diplomacy?
I was about to say, is Kushim actually about to kill somebody?
Unlikely, but God, I hope so.
There's my thugs. Oh, did their hit points roll? Am I on the wrong layer? No, they're just not rolling. What the fuck? Oh, I have their stat block. That's kind of weird. Alrighty, thugs. We'll roll for initiative right now. Pew, pew. Oh, we have an 8 and a 5. Alright, Kushim, you easily win initiative as we go into combat music. Get out of here, gentle piano music. It's time for the crying of havocs. Kushim, what do you do? It's up to you. They're thugs. They don't listen to reason.
Yeah. Understood. Can I get a little bit of the layout of this as the other way? Specifically, distance between me and Meager and the thugs. And
I would assume they are right next to you since you tried to stop them and you were guarding your boy Meager's body, and they approached. One of them is probably 10 feet behind you. One is definitely right next to you.
Okay. And the other thing, I do need to know if it costs an action to split. I'd like to use some 2nd level spells, which I wasn't planning on using.
I'm gonna say it is an action for now, because I honestly do not have that information on hand.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, okay. I am going to cast Eldritch Blast at the one that's on Meager.
Okay.
Closest to Meager.
Thug AC is 11. You hit. That's John.
Second one is
the... I'm sorry?
The second one was a critical miss.
Okay, cool. You will deal 7 points of damage to a 32 hit point thug. Alrighty.
Hold on a second. Sorry. I think... Okay, so I took Agonizing Blast, but it doesn't look like it's actually... Have I been playing with that? Has it not been including it the whole time?
You have never had a damage modifier.
Yeah, you need to add that yourself on Eldritch Blast.
I didn't know you had Agonizing Blast.
I didn't either.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought he had regular Eldritch Blast as well.
Yeah, same.
Yikes.
It's 3 modifier, right? So you do 10 instead of 7?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You blast this guy once. You're surprised. The blood begins to flow. And the thug right next to... We'll see if this one's next to Meager. I guess it doesn't matter. It is. The thug next to Meager will slap at you, Kushim, barking in pain as you have shot him. He will mace you twice. What's your AC?
Both will hit. 15.
For 10 points of bludgeoning damage. The other thug is kind of trapped. He can't get through his friend in this alleyway. He could squeeze. No, he's just gonna seemingly retreat. This thug goes away. Kushim, it's your turn. One of the thug begins to dash down the alleyway, turning a corner. He's already out of sight.
Okay. Shoot. Okay. I am going... How busy was this street that we went? Is it highly probable that me running out is going to be obvious?
You running out? Like retreating?
Me running out into the... Yeah, me running out into the alley. Is that going to be...
You are in the alley.
Highly, like, running out to the person who's left the alley. Running after them.
Can you get past this one guy somehow? Who's blocking your way?
Wait, okay. Okay.
Because they didn't flank you, right? They didn't, like, pincer you coming from two different they came the same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, but then the person who is next to me took off the cloak.
Mm-hmm. You shot
but
him.
Somehow I'm between... Okay. Alright then,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I see. So then the other one left, and I've got that. I'm going to just keep blasting.
Okay.
This guy.
This is a ranged attack roll. It's technically at disadvantage, but you hit regardless of the previous time. So, please, let's see it. A 15 will hit, a 9 will not. Okay, cool. We got the modifiers on now.
Modifiers are on now.
You shoot him for another 9 points of damage. Very nice. There we go. And he... You don't have a club in hand or any melee weapon. This dude is going to run away immediately. He dashes, chasing after his friend.
I hit him with neat.
Make a crowbar attack. Fuck it. Give me a strength-based attack roll.
Okay. D20.
Alright.
7 plus 2.
Yeah, it won't beat 11 AC. The thug runs. He's like, ah, fuck! He's got magic! And retreats immediately. Combat's over.
Okay. Right.
Just like that.
Okay. This isn't good, but I don't know if Meager can hear me, but I'm gonna say, Meager, keep going, and I'll let people know with my throw mic what happened.
Yeah.
Some people.
Guys, you hear him.
Had to blast him. You might have to daddle, but we'll try and make sure that we don't bring them back to yours. I'll let you know if we need more help.
Okay. If you need me to stab someone, just say the word.
Thank you, friend Runt. I may need you to stab someone.
Boy, I can't wait.
This is probably how we die.
We all knew it was gonna happen. Let's be real.
Alone in an alleyway. But not in Maelstrom, surprisingly.
I'm gonna split those things so that convert
You do
Do
that.
that.
Within a minute, you guys will begin to hear whistles. All of you, including the people at the warehouse who hear the faint call of them.
Everyone's just gonna look over at Nav. Hey, remember when I was the person that most people would think would be the reckless one? And we were told not to be reckless? Do you think we
This
should
just
do
seems
something?
Like... Ooh.
Should we do
What's in
something?
that mind?
I know what we want. I know what I want to do, but should we do it? Because best case scenario, we go stealth mode somehow, and we try to find out where Kushim and Meager are being taken. And we basically we watch them get taken into that place, and then we break them out.
You know, it's funny you think that, because I actually thought about sending Yuku out on purpose.
Yeah,
to see
I
if he would
can.
get captured and we could
I
follow.
considered that, and then I realized that I've done enough bad things, and he's too new to be hazing that quickly.
2 minutes go by, Kushim, and you are beginning to hear the sound of several dozen metal-clad feet, I suppose, beginning to head down alleyways and ram into building sides.
How deep is this alleyway?
How deep is it? It's
How
5
far
feet
between
wide, and it just keeps kind of going. It's
How far
weird.
between the road and where we are? Because we would have gone as far in as we could.
I'm checking my map right now. Hang on. The main roads, like where all the parading guys were.
I suppose. Yeah.
You are.
Okay, so my thinking
No, continue.
is I want to cast Spike Growth when.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
But I want to do it. No. And it depends on how. If that would
Yeah.
work.
Shame, this is gonna go really bad, man. I don't think you want to spike growth yourself. Which, okay, maybe I need to actually start
That's-
doodling a map.
Yeah, I don't want to Spike Growth myself. So the question is, I do it.
So currently in my head, you guys are in a 5-foot wide alley between townhouses and other business buildings that are deeper within my second tier ward right now. You are about 1,000 feet from either road, like big main roads that are apparently hundreds of feet long or wide. And
How far are we from where the guards would show up?
they're gonna round a corner eventually and be within 60 feet of you.
60 feet?
In either direction.
Oh.
You're not
You're
in
about
like
to be
a
surrounded.
direction.
You're not in a corner here. You are in an alleyway. That means one direction. It's a path, right? You're not in a cul-de-sac.
I'm not worried.
Okay, I just
I'm
want to
not
throw this
worried.
out there. Technically,
Yeah.
he could go up.
Yes, we got invisibility and we got fly. Like, we'll get out of here. I'm not worried, but
Okay.
I'm trying to see if possible. Why would we go where that's both? Why wouldn't we go in an alley that's blocked off?
This is how alleyways work!
That's not how all alleyways
Oh
work.
yeah, all alleyways end in fucking just walls of stone. Welcome to the fucking...
How so many?
Welcome to Murder Alley, boys!
Yes.
To be fair, you could have specified before going into an alley that, hey, we want one that's like blocked off.
True.
I thought it was obvious, but fair. I will
was not, no.
retract. Take it.
Do you disturb Meager? Because his ritual is still 3 to 2 minutes away from completing.
Not yet.
Do you even know? Alright! Fuck it! Here we go, boys! Kushim,
Oh, Ryan.
1
Not
minute
yet.
will go
Okay.
by, and a voice will call out, "Spellcasters, we know you're in there! Come out with your hands up and your spell components down!"
By
1 minute has
time.
gone by. How much do I estimate is left? 2 to 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Should be 1 minute, right? After, if it's
Two
after
to,
a month.
1 to 2, 1 to 3. Who knows?
1 to
Kushim,
3.
you're not paying it. You're like, mind's racing. You're trapped. What are you doing, Kushim? It's all coming apart.
All they had to do, you just had to follow the damn train.
Okay.
It was a
I
simple
shake
scouting
Meager.
mission.
Meager, cast invisibility on yourself. And before waiting for him to do that, I'll do it on myself as well.
Roll for concentration.
No, it just ends. The ritual
Yeah.
ends as soon as Meager
No,
casts
I know.
invisibility.
I thought that would be a funny meme. Meager's too into his spell to break when he needs it.
I'm confused. Are you
Stands there
casting
and
spike
dies.
growth or are you casting invisibility?
I'm casting invisibility on myself.
Okay, cool. Kushim is now invisible. Meager,
As
you are alone.
Oh, god damn it. I stopped my ritual. I stopped my casting of the spell.
Perfect.
Means I lose the spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
could have
that's an
made you
upgrade of-
invisible. And you could have made us flying.
I'm still gonna do that, you idiot. Cast invisibility.
I casted Well, flying's concentration.
Come out with your hands up! Last warning before I
That's
throw a
invisibility, you
fireball!
I casted. I said I
Excellent.
casted.
I want to
I
see the
actually
card!
posted it.
As soon as he casts
Post a
it,
spell card.
I do
Your feature fly move.
my feature fly move,
Nice.
pick him up, I dash straight up.
I have bad news. Oh, wait. Do I have bad? Proficiency bonus. Okay, you've only used this once before. You are in good shape then. As you invisibly try to grab Meager, who has to stand up, you quickly fly into the air invisibly. And Kushim, when you get like 30 feet above rooftop levels, you can see there's 40 or so guards with priests and heavily armored clerics kind of just hanging out in all of the alleyways directions. Not a single one of them looking up.
Whisper this information to the group and suggest we, I don't know, make my way back. I think.
Okay.
Do you think,
Nav.
Meager?
What's up?
He said there's about 40 guys there. You know what that probably means?
We're gonna have a good time?
I'm thinking that a gatehouse might have less people at it.
God damn it, Ren. Look, don't do this to me. Don't make me be the one to say that that's a stupid idea.
I'm just saying, if they
You know
if they
I can
see,
only do it once or twice, because I want to.
if they see a gatehouse with less guards at it, and that we don't have to stay there because we know that Tulsa's coming. If it seems like a suicide mission, even after they've caused another unintentional distraction, we could meet them at a guardhouse if they're invisible and flying. We could meet them someplace rather than here.
Meet us at the guardhouse.
Which one?
Kushim, in your aerial view, you can definitely see the closest gatehouse, which is to your northwest. Getting a... You can't see the warehouse exactly, but you know it's basically direct west from where your abode has been. Which you can
Convey that.
Yeah. You guys fly. What are the three of you... What are the warehouse warriors doing?
Now I propose this idea, and we either need to say yes or say no. Cons of saying yes is it's still super early in the day. They're now alerted to some presence, and even if they don't immediately come back to the guardhouses, they're going to come back eventually. So even if we take out the people who were there and they don't alert everyone else to, hey, there's another danger, then eventually the reinforcements are going to come back naturally. The pro is we'll have an entire gatehouse that can just be opened. But again, it's going to be a full day. I don't think we can fight 50 plus guys for a full day. So as funny as that would be, that might be something we could do later. Hey, maybe we could do this again, but later. I don't know.
Kushim is flying to a gatehouse.
Kushim, where... I don't think the gatehouse is actually a good idea. As fun as that would be, it would probably just get all of us killed, instead of just you guys. So where are you guys landing? And do you need help?
What do you think, Meager? Friend Meager?
Okay, so do I see a roof that is one of those with like like a not balcony, but like around the roof there's a indentation, but then there's like a
You're looking for solid ground on a rooftop?
Yeah,
you can find one. It's closer to
one
where
with, like,
all of the people are searching for, but that's the first one your passive perception sees.
one that actually has like a guardrail, not guardrail, but like a
Barrier?
sticking up
Some kind?
barrier. Yeah, barrier of some kind around the perimeter.
Not in this district, no.
Uh,
You just see some flattened roofs that seem to be neglected.
do I know if I can lay down on my back and cast a spell like this and be all right?
Sitting is pushing it. Laying down is definitely out of the question. Maybe if it's like a fireball instant spell, you could do it, but not like a full-blown fucking... I have a 10-minute casting time! I have to do the Macarena! Like...
Then, is there a large enough building where I don't think I could be seen from the ground?
No.
Or because the angle.
Someone's... So these houses are roughly 20 feet tall in your district you are currently in. The shittier tenement buildings have some, extra height to them, maybe double that. And further inward into town, there are the big, nice buildings that have those guardrails you were talking about, and like roof access. So in terms of being spotted, it all depends on like the angle, right? If you're on top of your house and you're like in the dead center, laying down on your back, no one's gonna fucking see you from the ground. But if you're standing straight up and someone is maybe, 100 feet away from you at the one angle where you're not covered from, someone's gonna see you. It will be a dice roll, really.
Meager. Since we're already invisible, we're already in the air, should we go in person to try and check out this tower?
Yeah, that's probably not. Why
You know?
did I not think that?
Oh, yeah. That's a great question, Kushim.
God damn it. I'm so glad they can carry me, because if not, this would have been a lot more difficult.
About that.
15 times 10? No, it would be 30 times 10. No, 30 times 100. Okay, so you can move 3,000 feet before your flight will run out. You can...
60, so you can dash.
You move at half speed when you carry someone.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah, regardless of flight. You move to the nicer area. Invisibility's still going down. And you will get to, more or less, the roof right next to the strange fortification, if that is what you wish to do. Right now, though, Kushim. No more conversating. Are you choosing to do this?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
you fly.
I'm gonna give directions as I'm flying to the others how to get there.
Alright. John will describe what you see real quick. The first thing you will notice about these strange buildings is that they are multi-layered and have a shit ton of gargoyles on their rooftops. They seem to be mostly ceremonial. They're not moving. They're not casting fucking breath weapons. They are just ornamental gargoyles that are all facing the intersection of this center, this square, as it were. You look up. It's been, 20 or so minutes since you guys woke up, so it's actually still dark for the most part. But the sun's light is... No, wait, this entire place is extremely well lit. I don't need to play with lighting. You see basically everything. The parapet itself is level with the highest rooftop of this entire section. So you still can't see directly in. But if you can fly again, you can easily get an angle to see, well, within this weird, strange fortress that is... I can actually give you dimensions. Maybe 100 feet long and 80 feet wide.
Okay. Okay, so I feel like if I'm getting halfway there, I'm realizing I won't be able to fly around with Meager.
Mm-hmm.
At the halfway point, I think I'll ask. I can't get there. We'll just make it, but we won't be able to fly around. Are you okay to meet up and can do some reconnaissance then?
Are the rest going to actually come here?
I'm actually going to stop this in its trail. I brought you both to here. Already. I've started explaining stuff. You are both canonically here. I'm not gonna let you retroactively walk it back now. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Okay. I wasn't trying to pull anything.
I know.
Apologies if it seemed. Right. Well, friend, shall we see what we can see? Shall we walk into the tower?
I need to
we're
continue
stuck
to
up
describe
here.
stuff.
Okay.
You see several heavily armed and plated people guarding this parapet. They are standing at their posts like sentinels. They aren't patrolling. It's not enough space to warrant a true patrol. But there are roughly 8 of these heavily armed people on this parapet. This fortress, we'll call it, for lack of a better word, this outcropping, fortress is good, stands upon a hill which has cobblestones built up to it as though once somebody would walk to it. There is a gate on the east and western sides, splitting this thing mostly in half, and there is a very bright, damn near sunlight luminosity just fucking irradiating outwards, illuminating this entire center. There are 2 big wells that are outside of this thing with buckets in use. You see the great big barriers of broken barrels, trash, crates, all kinds of just rubbish which is piled up to block potential alleyways between these big nice houses. You don't see any spellcasters immediately, but you do see some regular looking guards wearing chainmail. Actually, you've seen these guys before. These are Thresnos Fresnoff's goons, the bald-headed, star-bearing cultist soldiers. You have fought these people
Sergeants
before.
devoted.
No.
Oh,
This is a long time ago when Revik was still
Right.
around.
Yeah, that guy I murdered after we fought like 30 children.
Mm-hmm.
And you accidentally murdered one.
Sure. This is more or less what you see immediately as you guys land next to a gargoyle.
Convey the information for now, and does that get through? We
Yeah,
Over.
radios. You're still within range of your radios.
Okay.
Your communicators.
I'm basically
Are you
just
coming,
waiting for
friends?
John. I'm waiting for John to finish like describing everything to you
That's
guys
it. I'm
before
done.
we like. Okay. Cause like during all of this, while they would have been doing, me and Nav are plotting.
Okay.
So if we know that they're stopping at this place. So we going? I guess because they're expecting us there to be now, whether we want to or not. And if there's still gonna be a bunch of guys there. No disrespect to those two, but I don't think that Meager or Kushim can take out a bunch of plate mail wearing guys on their own. So are you ready to move out?
Yeah, but they're invisible and we're not.
Yeah.
Like
Us
visible.
deploying is going to draw more attention than them being by themselves.
I mean, do you guys still have invisibility scrolls? Or did we leave those with Kushim?
I think Kushim has it. Kushim or Meager.
We used them all.
No, I thought we had one left, I thought.
Yeah.
I think Kushim has it.
Yeah, I have two.
Okay. Well.
I mean, they got themselves out of one scrape. Maybe we can just hope they get themselves out of the second scrape. We can maybe get closer to try and intervene if something happens, but
Yeah, I don't think we can go.
we'll be going into well-guarded territory if we do that. So I don't actually know how long it's.
Yeah, now we've heard the whistles. We know they're on high alert. They're gonna be looking. Even if we stick to the shadows, it's going to be tough just to get close.
Also, I mean, the whole reason me and Yugu haven't gone out is because
Yeah. I don't know. I really want to go and help because you guys came to my aid when it was just me and Zero against the Splitter. But at the same time, we don't have nearly the same resources to catch up to them. This is
Fine.
maybe we should
invisible?
like. Oh well, we don't know where they are. I don't know if making
Well-
noise would be a bad decision.
we know where they are. Kushim told us and how to get there. The problem is, can we get there without being
Well,
detected?
no, I meant to contact them so they know that we're not coming.
Oh, I have my communicator. I can just tell
I know.
them.
I don't want his communicator to go off if they're in something.
Yeah. Man. I thought that was just supposed to be a scouting mission.
I mean, it still kind of is technically. Like they're still doing
yeah.
that.
They just got caught for like a minute, you know?
Alright.
Anyway,
staying
guys,
here
I'm
then.
really bored. Y'all want to play Go?
You have Uno?
We have the maker.
Oh, yeah. Yuga, why don't we play some Uno while we wait for them to get themselves out of the fucked
Uh,
situation?
It's just called one. Uno is an Ugarest, okay?
One.
Everyone's favorite card game, One.
One.
Spelled W-O-N.
Kushim, Meager, what are you doing? You're
One.
invisible. You've got like 45 minutes on invisibility, give or take.
Okay. So there's reasonably, all of the entrances are guarded by bodies, right?
Yeah, totally.
Right. Okay.
No one's just gonna walk in here. Clearly.
And the top of that is
The parapet?
yeah.
Yes,
That's
there
where
are,
the people are.
there are 4 on
Four
the
people.
southern and 4 on the northern, each looking out just in every cardinal direction, basically.
We're eye level with them, or is
Yeah,
we,
you're
like,
eye
below?
level with them. Because the houses are on the low ground in the deepest part of the crater, and this is like the weird jutting land formation.
And Meager, I can only fly one more time this week. I would like to reserve it in case of emergency, like the last one. You have any thoughts?
Yeah, the problem is that to cast Featherfall, I need to see you. And to see you, invisibility has to go down.
We should keep invisibility up.
Yes, but we can't see where we need to see right here.
Agreed. Are there any ways to walk down from where we are, or to climb down, or?
Yes, there is. You can see what it was once clearly like a property line wall that is like attached to the house you're on, which somewhat connects to the next house over. And from there is a large amount of garbage, which more or less goes all the way up to it, which you can precariously climb down, or you could try to like jump down, you know, lower yourself to the building, try to do an athletics check.
Okay. So there's a way down. This garbage, is it like stable? Is it like a dumpster? Would it be disturbed if we were to jump into it?
Probably. It's
or-
loose barrels, crates, just garbage.
Okay. Well, friend, I think now is the time to try. I'm going to try. Would you like to come with?
Or what? I
to
can't
sneak
see where you're
into-
looking.
Good point. I'll point my finger.
You can't see your
where it's-
finger.
I know.
Okay.
Pointing my finger, and we go down this wall and then into the trash, and then we try and sneak into the place.
Okay. So, I don't want to say, are you sure? But, Kushim's a heavy guy. He has stuff on him, I assume.
I left pretty much everything.
Okay.
I mean, I've got some essentials like a handsaw, but
Which is so much better.
That's fair. I'm saying this because this is like Neo jumping into the dumpster to avoid like Agent Smith level of noise
it's
you will be
Assassin's
making.
Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
It's a
Is
bunch of
there a-
barrels and crates that aren't stacked neatly but are piled up on each other. If you,
okay. So
this will be
I don't want
a
to.
important dex check from you, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
I want the safest route that I think is possible, I guess. And it's more important that I don't make too much noise with the barrels than falling, I guess. Make sense?
So
Yeah,
when we
so-
say safe, do we mean like fall damage? Or do we mean like I am now discovered and in clear line of sight of all these people?
That's maybe a little bit worse, depending how much attention it draws, I guess.
To put you in perspective of your distance, since I have not done that yet, the wall from your rooftop is 37.5 feet away.
Oh, yeah.
You from the garbage is 45 feet.
Right, okay. So neither of them are really
Yeah.
reasonable to jump to.
I
So
forgot
we're just
that
on top
key
of a
element.
roof.
Mm-hmm. I'd show you the map,
Okay.
but I don't want to spoil the map yet. That's what I really don't want to do.
Alright. Okay. So there's just a wall, there's garbage, and then a drop. And how far is that drop?
This building is one of the bigger manor estates. This one is 35 feet at its lowest point, which you can then lower yourself down. Well.
I forgot. I've got grappling hook and rope. It's...
All of your problems solved!
Alright, but, yeah, I've got... If invisibility is an attack, would that break the invisibility, to throw the grappling hook?
You don't need to throw the grappling hook. All you need to do is, like, wrap it around something, put the rope in the hook itself, and now you're stable, right? Or are you trying to yeet it over the parapet and climb?
I know, maybe we should just, use it here and climb down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can definitely find a corner or a hard... You have gargoyles, man. Those things are heavy as shit. You can wrap one outside of view. Outside of a view of the heavily armored and plated fortress sentinels and into the street, but the rope will become visible once you take it out of your bag.
Yeah, if there's a way to put it in the way where people aren't looking, or is where is
it will be a timing thing. But why don't we take a quick break, discuss amongst yourselves any other background or backup plans should this fail, and then when we come back, we will resolve this and hopefully move our doomsday clock down a few more ticks. We'll be back in just a moment, guys. See you soon.
Straight up.
Our
All
backup
right.
plan is character death.
Mics were hot. We're back.
Nether glory.
Everybody, how's it going?
Tense.
True. Truly tense.
From our elevated position, can we find any air defenses, or are we kind of like? Are there
You don't
none
see any,
in
no.
the roofs? Okay.
You don't see any AA guns. You don't see any mechanized or magical. But then again, the sky is open all of a sudden.
Where about the spotlights? Where do they come from?
They're on like the wall itself. You don't see the source of the light. I meant the city wall, not the parapet you're staring before.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
like the inner section had
No,
lighting.
the outside does.
Okay.
John's checking his API scripts real quick. It looks like they have all crashed. Perfect. Let's go ahead and restart those.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
Alright. Sorry for the music cutout, boys. Okay. They should all be functioning. That's the hope. That's the dream. Alrighty. We're back. Sorry. So, what's the plan? You guys are beginning to try to find a place to climb down? Are you going to fly over and out, or what's the dealio?
Try and climb down. Gonna try and check out the tower. If we can get in safely, we'll try that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to time it to going down when, or dropping the rope when no one sees it.
Okay. You go to the nearby alley, which John has mapped, so he's not going to show you the map. He'll never show you the map. But what he will do is find out how many people are guarding this fucking place. Right now, it's the morning crew. And there honestly isn't too many people. The 8 guys on the wall, you can definitely see, but it seems like 2 to maybe 3 people are in each of the streets, sort of going out into the greater city. Perhaps people had been drawn off from whatever bullshit you guys had pulled up north a bit. But in your one alleyway, you just wait for this patrol to come down, meet up with the others who are timed to meet them, and then start heading back the way they came. It seems like they roll out in 1.5-minute intervals, or 90 seconds or so. So you spend 2, maybe 3 minutes to make sure that this is an actual pattern, and then you start climbing down. But once that rope is hooked and you guys descend, that rope's staying there, right? That's going to be a pretty big, obvious thing that wasn't there a minute ago.
And neither of us do have mage hand.
Mage hand too.
So when do you guys want to go down?
Okay, so I hadn't thought about. Okay. So it's like that. No matter where we descend, there's people right below this. Is that right?
Yes.
People doing like a guard. Okay. So
These
no-
alleyways are not big at all.
Right. Okay. Seeing that, I thought we could let the rope down in a place where
No, you are in the
seeing
city.
that changes my mind.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if you would agree, Meager, but it seems like I don't want to use the last fly on this, but I think that might be what we go for. What do you think, friend Meager?
Like, we don't have a way out of the city if you do it. But what choice do we have?
Maybe we should wait for the others to get closer. Just in case. Wait another 10 minutes. Are you coming, friends?
No, we're not coming. We're playing one.
What are you talking about? You have to stop the ritual.
Yes, we've done some risk assessment and some diagnostics of the situation, and it would appear that coming to you will get us all killed.
Well,
that's
how do
fine.
you propose that we complete this mission?
You find a way back to us without alerting anyone else to your presence, and then we wait for Tulsa to attack, and then we go into the fort. Seems like the best option we have right now. Because all of this works much better when we have an entire army attacking the town.
The reason we came was to stop something.
Yes. And we can do that when we have an army at our back.
If the army could do it without us, then we don't need to be here. We need to do something before the army gets here.
And you think we could get to where you guys are undetected? Do you have that faith?
I don't know. Maybe that's up to you to see what you can get. I'm not sure if you can get there undetected, but if you can at least be closer by. Guess we all need to scram. What resources do you have for coming to us?
Next to nothing, in fact.
Feet.
That's why. We basically have whatever Yugu has, and I don't know if that's a lot in terms of stealth. And that's about it.
And Yugu,
Okay,
what do you have?
Shim?
Okay.
Oh, the only thing I can do to make people better at stealthing is Bardic Inspiration, honestly. I could put Nav on my dancing item, so he doesn't have to make stealth checks, but it's not that stealthy either.
I
You
think
guys
we
are
have to bite the bullet,
strategizing
Kishu.
at long range.
I think we have to bite the bullet, Kishim. We're gonna have to drop, lose our concentration halfway through drop, and so I can feather fall us, and then immediately I want to upcast invisibility on us, so you can keep your concentration. We go inside, that way we don't leave a trail, and we can time it to that we can see any guards not looking, and then we'll drop. And yes, it's a waste of spell slots, but it's better than doing this and going around and leaving
That way we
probably
do
a
have a way
trail.
out.
Yeah, we go
and emergency
scout
fly out.
and we go back to our friends.
Okay. I'm in. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Let's hold hands so that we jump together and that I know exactly where you're at, so I can cast a spell and you not die.
I'm scared. Hold my hand.
Happily.
There's rocks in it.
I forget how tall you are, like from holding your hand. Why are you tickling my hand?
I'm
Okay.
feeling your rocks.
Okay, so let's run this by the DM real quick. We are dropping invisibility. Climb.
So we're gonna jump off the building, drop invisibility before we hit the ground, and then I cast Featherfall on us. Then I'm immediately going to cast invisibility upcast on us when we reach the ground.
Okay. So
And we're gonna try to time it so that the guards aren't looking.
the guards patrolling the alleyway, you have a chance of dodging this.
Yeah.
You making a bunch of fucking noise once you hit the ground.
Featherfall.
Okay. That's true. But you're still hitting the ground like a parachuter. Right? It's not a silent fall.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, and we're trying to do this outside of the fortresses, people, too, right? Because they're not, like, turning their direction.
Yeah.
They're just, okay.
So we're gonna use the building as a as like a
Oh, you want to get below the parapet and then become visible.
so
and then
this
cast
is
Featherfall.
their building, this is our building, we go this way.
Yes. Okay.
There's ours this way into alleyway.
John's
If
thinking
there's
about bringing us to a battle map.
It depends on how this jump goes, because this is the only way we can do this and have a chance of not being seen or alerting the people of our presence
Yeah, true.
with a rope.
Okay. I'm gonna give them perception checks. Because you're gonna make noise, regardless. But we're gonna see if they can pick up on it. I don't think you can stealth fall. Controlling your fall to not make sound is what a rogue might be able to do. Or a trained acrobat. Are either of you acrobats?
Let me check. No, it does not seem like Meager is proficient in the acrobatic skills.
Okay. You tell me when you want to enact this plan.
As soon as we see a guard turn, I'm gonna jump and drag Kashim with me.
Okay. Kushim. Meager. You watch as the guards turn. They begin to walk down the path. You have maybe 80 seconds before they turn around. But they're only 20 feet away from you. They will increase that distance every 6 seconds, because that's how combat rounds work. How far away do you want them to be when you jump?
How far away can they get? What's the...
They travel in 90-second increments. They move at 20 feet
Yeah.
per 6 seconds.
Right. 20 feet per 6 seconds. I mean, 90 seconds. Okay. The 20 seconds. So 70 feet. No. Sorry, 60 feet. That way, it's 3 seconds for us to fall down.
Mm-hmm.
It's maybe cutting it a little bit close. 40 feet.
Okay. 40 feet.
I recommend.
You see them pass by you. You wait. And Kushim, they're roughly 40 feet away. What are you guys doing? What's that? What are you doing?
Jump.
You jump. Meager. Kushim's still invisible.
Sorry, what?
Halfway through, I'm going to jump concentration.
Okay. You are now visible while falling.
I'm visible. I've dropped concentration. The thing cut out. The Discord cut out.
guys.
Featherfall.
You fall at a rate of like 500 feet every 6 seconds. This is a 30-foot fall.
It cut off. You would time it. You were saying, right? As soon as it's the 40 feet, whatever we say.
I
go,
need some
are
sort of
going.
teamwork check from both of you to pull this off.
Okay, let's talk about it. All right, Miga, friend.
You have a quarter of a
told you
second to
halfway
drop
through.
concentration and then him cast Featherfall. I don't think
Said halfway
that's
through.
a little wonky,
Okay.
a little wacky, if you don't mind me saying. So give me a teamwork check, you both, right now.
Charisma.
Sure.
That's crazy.
Oh god. Is it charisma check?
Yeah, sure. Alright, Kushim has this down pat. Even Mr. Meager not doing too badly. John has to check his DCs. Because if he decides this is a moderate challenge, I'm pretty sure Meager fails.
Because he just had to go after me, right? And but he's good, right?
It's a matter
We're about to
of
find out.
dropping concentration and then immediately casting a spell right after that before you hit the ground in probably less than a quarter. How long does it take someone in real life to fall 30 feet? Someone riddle me that. Terminal velocity is like
1.5 seconds.
Oh, you wouldn't even hit terminal velocity at that
Yeah.
point, actually.
Totally.
Not even close.
Like 1.5 seconds, that's it.
You're not giving yourselves a lot of time here, is what I'm trying to say. I think this will indeed be a moderate challenge. However, since Meager's the only one casting Featherfall, he just needs to see Kushim. So Kushim's success, he will drop concentration before Meager does, and since invisibility, you can see yourself while being invisible, you can cast Featherfall. So it works out in the end. No big deal.
Yes.
You both are now visible. You both fall down. And then you start to watch as two guards begin to turn around to see what it was that they heard on their natural 16s.
Invisibility.
You cast invisibility. You upcast it to 3rd level?
Yep.
Okay, please denote that. I think. Are you out of 3rd levels now?
No, I have one more.
Okay. And Vishitter guards. Not Vishitter guards, the regulars. What are your perception scores? Because they heard something, they started to turn around, they have a +1 to this. Ooh. One of them is just like dead-eyeing where you guys are. They must have heard you cast... Please click invisibility real quick. Okay, you already did. Perfect. They must have heard you fuck around with some kind of spell, and he just like stops and says, "Did you guys hear that?" And the other two guys begin to look around. And they're like, "What?" You have a brief window before a true search begins. What do you guys do?
Because minor illusion does not require a somatic or a vocal component, and he cannot see my somatic, I'm going to cast minor illusion to make a shadow bear around the corner towards the one who's...
A shadow bear?
No, a shadow that's moving. Like,
Or like someone's silhouette.
yeah, silhouette. And then have it disappear. In the direction they're looking.
Well, they're currently looking your direction.
Yeah, behind us.
So, okay. You please click minor illusion. When you guys cast spells, throw it in the chat. Somatic material, perfect.
Oh, I can create a sound.
Well,
But I already said it.
you already said it. They watch a strange shadow effect take on the corner not too far away from where you guys are. And the guy who saw this will immediately begin to draw his weapon and shout, "I saw something! Go!" and begin rushing down where you guys are. He's going full sprint to figure out what the fuck he just saw. And if he's 40 feet away from you, and he has 30 movement speed, is in his non-zero chance to hit you in this alleyway.
Can we stick to the wall? Can I pull Kushim?
I want a death saving throw. From...
Death saving throw.
Yes, I want Runt, Eric, or Yugu to give this for me. I want this to be in someone else's hands.
Dibs. Dibs.
Okay.
Alright. Good does not necessarily mean good. Or high does not necessarily mean
That is
good.
a failure.
Ooh.
Runt, I want you to roll me a 1d2. No, actually, I want Yugu to roll this. 1 will be Kushim and 2 will be Meager, who gets bumped.
Oh.
Yugu, the blood is on your hands.
Again.
Alright.
Yeah.
Meager,
He's
this
got
guy
concentration
sees the
too.
shadow that you put behind yourself, and he sprints towards you and the alleyway. He will hit you. He will not physically damage you in any meaningful way. Your concentration cannot be dropped from this. But he will physically run into you, shove you out, into the alleyway, since he's just this big, heavy armored guy, and quickly stop, feeling you specifically. I think we need to roll for initiative, because this guy wants to swing his sword now, and you guys have a chance to react. But shit is once more snafu'd. There's the turn order. I will roll initiative for this guy. He rolled a 10.3. You can't see it, because I'm on a different map than you guys. There we go.
I'll say that I have advantage. If
Yes, you do have advantage for your Rod of Alertness. Neat's just in your mind. There's a guy charging you. Just...
I think you need.
Oh my god. Alrighty. The Fresnoth regular comes out with a... it was a 10.3, but it won't show up for whatever reason, so I will add it manually. 10.03, there we go. No, 0.13, there we go. Wait. Meager, why'd you roll twice?
Because I forgot to put my token on baffled.
Okay. Perfect then. Alright, there we go. Cool. Meager, this man hit you. He draws a longsword and is clearly ready to attack the space you are inhabiting. What are you doing?
Still holding Kashim's hand, I'm going to be pulling towards his friends. Staying against the wall.
Okay, so you want to get sandwiched by the soldiers?
Because we're already in between the two soldiers, is the guy like right next to us?
Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and do
5
a
feet,
little
10
something?
feet.
Kushim, where's your character token?
It's on
These alleyways. Yeah, I got you.
into.
I am doodling right now. I'm deleting yours. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. We will put you back up to 12 or 18.2. Okay. There we go. We'll just do that for right now. So this guy shows up, is right next to you, right? His two buddies. Why aren't my API scripts working? They were working over here. Maybe it's just on this one map. I'm not sure. So this guy separated from the group, rushed past you, like so, hit you, and is turning to face you right now. The other two are still kind of acting like, what the fuck? So now, Meager, what do you wish to do?
I'm gonna move right here
Alright, cool.
and try to pull Kashim.
Alleyway. There we go. Oh!
In this direction.
Okay. You can move at 15 feet or half your movement speed while pulling a creature. Kushim, do you get pulled?
Yeah, I'll go willingly.
Okay.
Then I'm going to dash to move another 50 feet.
Alright. You begin moving. Meager, what's on your character sheet? How loud are you?
I have no armor.
Yeah. Do you have a backpack?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You've got a Zero's fishing rod, several scrolls, a bedrock.
All soft stuff.
Quills, ink bottles,
Maybe not all
potions,
soft stuff.
rations.
Uh-oh, gang.
Guys, Meager's in trouble.
God, it
You
begins.
sprint, pulling Kushim, who does not resist. He goes willingly. Moving away. But this dude is going to make a perception check. Looking for you. And he finds you, I believe. Give me... Well, he has just enough movement to just, like, step and, like, have his arms out and just, like, slap the sides beside him, doesn't he? So he will hit Kushim first. He won't hit you with, like, an attack, but he will detect that you are there and shout, "There's someone invisible!" And the other two have no reason to doubt their friend. So they will also roll in and come in as regulars at their next turn. Kushim, it's your turn. Oh, wait, Kushim, it was your turn. I skipped your turn.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was
Why didn't
gonna
you-
say,
You should have interrupted me. I'm so sorry.
because I didn't
Yes.
didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
will
sorry.
continue pushing Meager out of this way. You know, keep going with that.
Let's
If we're doing
reset
the action dash thing.
Yep.
Then I'll move another 30 feet. Even going.
Okay. You all will begin to move into the square itself. And John will actually bring us to the battle map. After I
boy.
drag Marvel, who is invisible. And
Guys, our conspiracy to finally have him show us the battle map worked.
it finally worked.
We just have to be detected so many times.
You just have to fight his guards.
You all... Fuck, I should have hid some things. Hang on. I'll hide it for
I'm not
stream.
looking.
You guys can see.
I'm not.
I don't care.
I'm not looking.
There we go. This is fine. You can look. Why is my turn order all fucked? God damn it. I still see the turn order, but you guys don't for whatever reason. So, I'm just going to fix everyone's initiative real quick. I'm so sorry. If you... Did it not work? There we go. Well, that's Kushim. Okay.
Just clicked mine.
Yeah, my APIs are super fucked right now. I don't know what's going on. There we go. And please fix your twos. I know I had
Yeah,
a
mine's good.
10.13, a 18.13, and a...
I think I can edit mine.
There we go. Yeah, you should be able to edit yours.
Yeah, click on it on the turn order thing.
I'm trying to, but cannot. I can do it, but then when I press enter, it.
There it goes.
Never mind.
It's
I'm a
just
liar.
Yeah, it's just lagging a little bit. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Okay, so John will zoom out the map so that people can see. This is what you guys are working with here. This is the center of town that I was trying to describe so nicely. These guys, the people who are at the very corners, are not necessarily there. They are walking down stretched road, which I didn't think necessary to make. But you guys are now in this area specifically. And that was your turn, Kushim, if that was your dash move. As you quietly push...
wouldn't we be like 30 feet away though?
Yes. I do not have more map to move them right, though. So...
Oh, understood. Okay.
Work with me here.
Okay, I gotcha. I get it now.
Okay. You all... No. Not you all. This guy begins to move forward. He will end his turn right there. He will spend an action to swing a sword at empty space. And this guy was the one who was actually on top of you. So this guy needs to go back one. And he will dash into you, I suppose.
Wait, so his friends aren't alert, right?
His
Because
friends
he
are,
never found
definitely.
Kushim? Well, he never found Kushim, so he didn't yell out.
True. Now that happens. There. Are you happy? He slams into you, sprinting. Now they are rolled into initiative. Perfect. We are now caught up.
Is it reasonable to suggest that perhaps he could move out of the way while he's sprinting? Without too much effort.
Meager?
That he's... I mean, the only reason we said the drag thing was because it's not like we're literally dragging each other. We're...
Yeah, and I was in, like, this space, not, like, right there.
Okay.
Because we were
I don't want to cheese things, but it is important for us not to be caught. So we're trying to...
I agree.
Not to be caught.
I moved you out of the alleyway since you guys in totality moved 60 feet into the square.
Okay.
I don't care what position exactly you're in, but you are holding hands, confirmed holding hands, shoving each other forward. You have not broken grip, you are pulling one another. And as I stated, you have just exited the alleyway with that 60 feet of movement. Now, if you wish to let go of your friend, you can, in theory, move side to side, like so. But you have not stated that you wish to do that. I will give you this opportunity now to break grip and sprint away from each other. But I'm not giving you additional movement. You can pivot to one of the adjacent squares nearby.
Okay. I once we're clear, I think we would want Kushim would let go of the hand and get against the wall and try and not be hit by.
Okay. You move to the wall. Try not to get hit. That was your turn, Kushim. This guy is now going to run forward. With his 60 feet of movement speed. He will undoubtedly get close to one of you. I know that you have to bear with me as I am bearing with you. Okay. But you were literally in an alleyway, going one possible direction. This is not a hard thing for him to figure out. Invisible creatures, invisible people, the spell invisibility is a known spell. And he's gonna spend his entire turn touching one of you. Does anyone wish to roll a 1d2 again to see who is touched? It looks like Meager... No, Kushim is touched this time. Cool. That was his entire turn. Now it is Meager's turn. His friends are now alerted. Thank you for doing this with me.
I'm going to Do I see him touching someone?
You don't see him touching anyone because Kushim is still invisible.
It's
You
really
hear him
weird.
shout,
It's
"Hey,
like
they're invisible! I'm touching him."
Okay.
Is that good enough for you?
Yes,
Oh my god.
because it matters. Because hopefully, worst case scenario, this guy is crazy. Or best case scenario, this guy is crazy.
Meager, please take an action. John is actually getting mad.
I'm sorry. I'm going to move up to where I think Kushim is because he's touching someone.
Okay.
Grab him, move him back away from him, and then whisper, "Up, up."
Okay. You have spent 5 feet of movement. You still have the rest of your turn, Meager. Let's actually do it. Is this it? Or are you just saying up?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Okay, cool. This regular comes charging down the alleyway. He will end his turn behind this guy. Kushim, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I grab Meager. I go up.
Alright, cool. Can you
Right.
please link your feature?
Yes, I can. It's a bonus action.
Yep.
And I use my action to dash, and I go straight up.
You go straight up
I
into
am-
the sky. He will feel your clothing slip between his fingers, but he cannot do a grapple attack since he cannot see you. And you will fly into the sky all the way. At least 30 feet. And John will take us off this map. Because, assumedly, you're not going to reinitiate. Right?
Well, I
Yep.
do want to see what the roof looks like. Since I'm flying.
Okay. John will move us to the map real quick so that you can see what is actually over there. In case you guys didn't. Kushim, you begin to fly by, moving a grand total of 30 feet in the air every 6 seconds. During that time, so within 18 seconds, this guy is sounding the alarm, saying there are people invisible somewhere nearby. And for the most part, you don't see anything until John can actually pull up some tokens. You see quite a few people inside this fortress. There are currently 4 what appears to be crazy-looking priest dudes who are chanting around a brazier. There are 8 other braziers, aside from this, which are made out of brass, bronze, some golden metal, maybe even gold. Below those are strange glowing runic symbols with various sun motifs that are creating daylight. Not just bright light, not just blinding, regular light, but pure daylight. Atop those braziers, with actual fire burning their backs, are people. Demi-humans, who are being burned alive or are already dead. And overseeing this ritual is a... John will actually look at this man. Where's your character sheet, sir? There you are. You will see a bald-headed humanoid creature, like pure human, with golden and yellow robes. He has a rather threatening-looking staff that ends with 4 near lightning bolt-like tendrils that he is using to poke and prod and get people to do whatever he says in a very threatening manner. As the alert goes up and you begin to drift this direction, you can also see his eyes tracking you. But whether he truly sees you or can cast a spell on you. You're not sure. As you guys begin to back the fuck off.
Well, hold on a second. Sorry. But if we're... Meager, I think we should disrupt this if we can.
Okay.
If it's okay to be hovering... How far down is it?
18 seconds have passed. So you're like 30 feet in the air, just above the parapet, flying around. You've been going at like this weird ascent this entire time. So I suppose you could be 60 feet?
This is all on the roof of it?
No, this is below it. Below the parapet, behind the wall.
About how far?
The parapet itself is 15 feet high. So these guards
so
are
it's
15
like...
feet in elevation. This hill is another 20 for a grand total of 35 feet from wall to flat, leveled ground.
Okay. Because I'm thinking about casting Hunger of Hadar. That seems like an appropriate thing to do at this point.
Okay.
I want before I cast it, I want to warn Meager. I'm thinking about casting this. We should do it while we have the chance. What do you think?
Who do I attack?
The threatening-looking guy.
That will break invisibility.
Yep. But Hunger of Hadar is dark all around. I won't do it without you. If you say no, I won't do it.
Seconds go by as you begin to conversate, weighing your options. This person below shouts out to you. Interlopers! Flee now while you still have a chance.
Cast Hunger of Hadar.
He casts Fireball, and we need to roll for initiative. Because he is the only person with true sight in this area.
What type of human has true sight?
One that has seen the light of God and the wrath of divinity. Kushin, please.
Right.
Potentially the last rolls. Okay. Meager.
Casting Fireball.
Okay. You cast Fireball. Please roll Fireball. It is a dexterity save. I'm giving everyone else within... you are centering it on him, right?
I'm making him...
You're going to hit all the
it.
priests regardless.
Yes, and I'm making him roll it.
A roll of what?
8. I'm using my last portent.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Cool. Just checking one thing. There we go. You make him roll an 8. Perfect. And you roll a 14 DC Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you rolled pretty good. I'm going to do all the priests first to show how they have disadvantage. You may kill them immediately. They have a +0 to this.
Oh.
1 passes.
Okay.
This guy is burned alive, I believe. Yes, this guy is burned alive. Explodes immediately. My kill marker token is not fucking working. God damn it. I'm refreshing real quick. I'm so sorry, boys. Why is my APIs choosing to fail me now? No, it's not working at all.
Sorry to go into combat, everybody.
You made your choices.
Gotta stop the ritual.
You made your choices.
Choices
Okay.
have been made.
My APIs just
I'm
won't work. I have to...
I'm sorry that you didn't get to play the session.
Listen, if you guys die, you'll be the ones not be able
This
to
is
play next session.
magical.
So
True.
Fair
This
enough.
is
Fucking
fucking
true.
magical.
Listen.
I don't know what you're apologizing
what
All
for.
right,
goes
this
around
guy
comes around. It's fine.
fails, go to 1 hit point. This guy manages to pass and go to -15. We can actually see their health bars now, at least moving, even though I can't kill them. And then this guy failed as well and dies outright. 0, X, 0. And you watch as this man... I think he still passes even if he rolls an 8. Let me just make sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He has a
He's a
plus
wizard?
fucking 6.
Yeah, +6.
He has a
Well,
plus
no one
6.
said he was a wizard.
A +6 to his dexterity saving throw, yes.
Wow.
You can look at
Oh
his
my
modifier
gosh.
anyway.
Jesus.
He will suffer 15 that you think. And there you go. You can see his health bar now.
And that's just fireball.
That was just a fireball, and now he's going to fireball you back.
He's like, haha, me too, bitch.
Actually, just to meme on you truly, he's going to take a step back to get a really nice angle on you. And then he's going to cast this. One better.
What?
33 save. Yeah, baby.
Oh, what the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
No, that is
What?
incorrect.
Okay.
Guys, roll 20 is shitting itself. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my
Yeah, I was
god.
about to cry.
Dude,
Like,
imagine,
you guys are
yeah.
dead. You guys are
Actually,
both
so
dead.
fucking dead.
No, it's
What
DC
the epic
18.
lateral?
Okay, 18 is definitely much more reasonable.
I'm literally
than
looking at it
30.
right now. It says 18. I don't know why it says 33 on this. What is going on?
Wait, wizards can have DCs over 7?
What?
Huh?
I'm just crazy how high the DC is even.
I mean, if he has a,
sneakers.
It's
if he had like
18.
a plus, yeah.
Yeah.
The Monday
not-
Player Wizard has DC 19. This isn't that big. Okay, cool. Where's your deck
Especially if he has
save?
if he has a proficiency bonus of like 4 or more, then it's not
Okay.
out of reach.
Cool. Both of you suffer 30. Yes,
2.
32 fire damage.
I'm gonna
Actually,
use my
no.
reaction to absorb elements.
37 fire damage. I'm sorry. He has Portent Spellcasting. I hope that doesn't change anything.
I'm going to use absorb element
Cool.
to half that damage, anyways.
Alright.
18? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
DC.
can't do math. Kind of freaking out right now.
16, 30, oh, 37, yeah,
Yep.
18.
Kushim, you're still up?
I'm still up. Yeah.
Cool. Just checking.
Yeah, it's a
Alrighty.
good check.
You
Uh,
absorb 23? What's going on here? What am I looking
Oh
at?
no, that's my total minus the
His
18
HP
damage.
is 41.
Oh, okay.
So that's how much
I
damage
can't
you're
do
taking.
math right now, so
That's
I'm
fine. You're fine.
using. The...
That was our boy, the strange spellcaster below. During this time, these guys explode, who you killed. Kushim, please take your turn now. Wow.
I am.
Yeah.
Will cast Hunger of Hadar.
Oh,
So-
I'm so sorry. Before we do that, I need concentration checks
Yeah.
from Marvel.
I already lost my invisibilities, but his.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Wow.
Well,
Yeah,
his
'cause he passed
invisibility.
Is without
Um,
concentration. It's
Yes, I know.
very
Okay,
nice
cool.
feature.
All right, so both
I
of you are
lost the
visible now.
Yeah.
Cool. These guards will roll in at the end of this round. As you cast Hunger of Hadar, where are you pointing it? I need-
Right on him, right at his feet.
Cool. So
Should be
I
enough
will
to-
give him an aura. Is this a save or is this just a thing?
Yeah, no
It's
save.
a save for the difficult terrain.
So okay. Any creature that starts its turn takes 2d6. Any
Okay.
creature that ends its turn can make a dex to avoid take 2d6.
Okay. Well, he hasn't started. He has ended his turn previously, so we don't need to do anything just yet. I will give him an aura of darkness for 20 feet, or yeah.
20-foot radius.
You cannot see that. There we go. You may now see it. It is gray
Yes.
to blend in with the gray flagstones.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, and then
There
I'm
we
gonna
go.
spend my movement 15 feet to the side, away from this.
Cool. You move 15 to the side, left, right, back, not forward.
As away
Over here?
away from that bad guy.
Okay, cool. You holding on to Meager, cast. How are you holding Meager?
Princess Carrie, right?
Oh.
He needs his hands
Okay.
to cast.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Could Miga ride on Kushin instead?
Meager, quickly climb on my back!
He does have a climb
yeah.
speed.
Hold on, Meager!
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
Could
I like it.
Could
you
I
just
do that
rock.
with Candy Fair?
I
Like
mean, I do it all the time.
legs
Just
around
like,
the
I mean,
shoulders.
couldn't he theoretically just like turn around and like backpack?
No, I
Yes,
need
you
cast
can.
too.
This will work out
Yeah,
perfect.
Miga also needs to cast.
He has a climb speed. I am digging it. Perfect. You fly
do
backwards. Hunger of Hadar goes off. And these guards will now roll for initiative to shoot you out of the sky and likely either kill you or take you prisoner. So, we will go into descending order.
It was
bring
nice knowing you guys.
Bringing up to Meager.
Yeah, is someone
Well,
gonna
that's
tell
true.
us you're dying? Or are you just gonna die quietly?
Marvel.
You
Wait.
fool.
Oh my god. John has to. No,
Um,
dude, take your turn.
Casting invisibility. Oh, did you? Why are you moving?
I wanted to
Oh,
look at your
shoot.
spell sheets. I'm sorry.
Oh, I want to cast invisibility on Kushim. And only
Okay.
Kushim.
You
As
cast.
I backpack on him.
So you're just floating on an invisible.
All right. You cast invisibility
fool.
on Kushim. Kushim is invisible. I'm putting the snail on him. You have no movement since you're holding on for dear life, which means this Sergeant Devoted. Which one are you? You are the far back one. Will turn around
Yay!
autonomously? Like he's a fucking robot
Automaton.
out of hell. Straight up hell guy over here. Will look
Doom guy?
at... Yeah, Doom guy. With his 33 to attack. Now,
God damn it.
he
It's
will...
also CR 33.
CR5, actually. He is just within range to hurl a javelin at Kushim.
Who is
He
invisible?
He cannot see Kushim.
Just because he cannot see him does not mean he cannot attack that space. It would
does
be
mean
at
he gets advantage.
disadvantage. Yes. Does a 24 hit you?
Sure if
my
Bernard does
God.
say anything is blinded too.
He needs to be in the range of the Hunger of Hadar.
Oh, is yeah.
Yeah, this guy...
He's
yeah.
he's way over here.
None of the south guys can even attempt to attack Kushim. But this guy hurls a javelin. Does 24 hit you, Kushim?
Yeah, 24 hits me.
Uh-oh.
For 7
Uh-oh.
piercing damage.
Hey.
That's just enough.
I am. Yeah, I'm down. I.
No reactions?
don't think I have any. Thanks for checking, but
Okay.
Neat.
Shouts, there's a crossbow! No, wait, it's a javelin! As the javelin goes off. Slaps you in the sternum, and you all begin to crash to the ground below. Thunk. Meager, give me an acrobatics or dexterity saving throw. Alright, you fall. Well, if you were level with this, that would be a 35-foot fall. So 11 points of bludgeoning damage goes to your ankles as you collapse on the ground.
I want to take 11 to the ankle.
Chaplain Duplan, our boy, who art in... Okay, so Hunger of Hadar is gone because that was concentration, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let us get rid of this then. Not even worried, as his priests literally explode, which I suppose Meager is the only one who can hear at this moment. Is he within range to get fucking blown up? Oh yeah, he's totally within range. Oh fuck. Hang on. I need to calculate. Guys, we're going late. I'm sorry. I need to calculate spell levels. This guy just rested. 4, 7. Can someone roll me 9d6?
I'll do it.
Sure, why not?
We gonna die.
31.
Okay.
I'm in danger.
No, dude, our boy is in danger.
It's way past danger time.
He will make
You
a
just
dex
had to
save.
interrupt the ritual, didn't
Crit
you?
the dex save. There we go. He takes the fire damage like a champ, apparently. And Duplan will begin to move forward, shouting to his friends, "Take them alive! I need them for my ritual." Bringing us to Kushim's turn.
That saving throw? Is
Yep.
it that to GM?
If you'd like, we could do it publicly if you
Natural
want.
20. Natural 20.
Here
Natural
comes a nat
20.
20.
I guess no one's gonna come to aid, so let's see.
Yeah.
That's a failure.
Alrighty, these guys will begin to move up and ready some actions. You know.
This is the worst scouting mission I have ever seen.
Hey, remember how there's a rule not to split the party?
I did suggest we go to together.
Meager, you are shouted out to surrender or else. What do you do?
Fireball your feet. Don't let them take you.
I had the exact same thought.
Kill yourself and Kushim. Take no prisoners.
There's a problem with that, though. I don't have any spell slots left.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's what I
Well,
figured. That's what I
Burning
figured.
hands, Kushim.
Yeah.
And then turn
Oh
yourself
no!
invisible.
No!
Damn!
No!
Holy shit.
Leave none alive.
Let's hammer with the medicine check, Koosh.
Hit him with the natural one. Let karma come back around.
Oh god.
Meager. You remember the
Um,
rat ogre, how you heroically charged it knowing you were going to die anyway. Is this another one of your hero moments? Or do you look at Kushim, someone who brought you to this hell, who also wanted to... is probably the best person you've ever met in your entire life, is now bleeding out on the ground with a javelin sticking through his chest. What do you
It's
do,
an
Meager?
action to feed him a potion, right?
Yep.
Use that action to feed him potion.
Okay. You will trigger the 3 readied attacks. By doing anything, you will be attacked by heavy crossbows. Do any of those hit?
Now with the shield.
You shield as well?
Yep.
Okay, cool. You're going down fighting. I dig it. That was your action reaction. You have a bonus action and movement. You were technically prone, but
Can I use my object interaction to grab out my bag, spell of the wall of light, push into Kashim's chest, cast it, then get out of here.
Wall of light? Oh shit, the one scroll you guys got so long ago.
And I will stand in front. Kashim, standing proud.
Oh my
Double
god.
bird.
The hero. The true hero. This man goes next, though. Before Kushim can act. Did you do your healing? Do your healing potion real quick.
D4 plus 2?
Yes.
Yep. Let's do.
Nice. This guy is going to pull out another javelin. Because it worked so well the last time, apparently. And shoot Meager in the head with it. Does a 20 hit you? Holy shit.
Wait, this guy
Jesus.
is Chad.
Guy?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it hits me. Kill me. See if I
Oh,
can.
wrong page. Sorry. 8.
I'm still loved.
Nice.
I lived, bitch.
Take
Give
the
him another
hit.
bird.
Take the hit and smile.
Cool. I'm making sure he has multi-attack. Yes, they may throw 2 javelins. He's going to do that as well.
That's gonna miss.
He misses you.
Dodge out of the way.
You dodge out of the way. The chaplain calmly begins to climb up a ladder. And will look down upon you. Have they surrendered yet? No? Okay. Kushim, it's your turn. You are prone, but you are alive.
Friends, we've been captured. We surrender!
What? We stopped playing
Hey, look-
one. What?
Huh?
That wasn't part of the plan.
All 3 sergeants, once more, ready actions, probably to kill Meager. As Chaplain Duplan uses a reaction to, do you really mean it? As Marvel, it becomes your turn. Your friend wants to surrender.
For real, guys?
Do you? Do you truly?
Do you? Do you really?
I'm looking at Kashim.
We can do things alive. We can't do things dead.
There is a pause. Meager.
He's thinking.
Loading.
No actions are
loading.
taken. No, nothing to...
Well,
It seems like Meager hesitates.
Yeah, I'm.
That
I
broke
don't
me.
know. Same.
This sergeant will begin
He
to...
was not ready to surrender.
He will lower himself down to here, suffering 2 points of bludgeoning damage on a failed dex save, which he does. You know, he's not the greatest, but he will begin to walk down this hill towards you all, drawing a grisly-looking longsword. It has a strange runic symbol. It gleams with a slight orange tint. Duplan, doing a follow-up, will say, throw away your arcane focuses. You know the drill. Be careful. I have 2 more fireballs up my sleeve. And he doesn't care if he dies. Kushin.
Yeah, I drop everything.
Neat whispers, don't let go. I can't speak with you if you let me go.
Sorry, friend. Maybe I'll get you back later.
wait,
You
isn't
drop
Neat
him.
like literally a part of Kushim? I thought he was in his body.
Nope. Clearly
Oh,
not.
he's
In
Never
his head.
He's in his head, definitely. Who doesn't have free real estate in Kushim's head, though?
Apparently his son.
Damn.
Holy fuck! Burn.
Child, yeah, child. Spawn.
Spawn. Do you both surrender, or do you have any last tricks up your sleeves?
Surrender.
Meager.
Last chance, Meager.
Last chance.
You know you want to.
Meager thinks he's gonna burn alive.
Maybe. But maybe later. What's the thing, Meager? Are you gonna roll us out with a last-ditch super move? Are we gonna cliffhanger it?
Already a big cliffhanger.
Okay.
I
Meager, as
When
this
in doubt, roll
guard
for it.
grabs your arcane focus and throws it to the side, we have a quick jump cut to the three who are in a warehouse without their
Plus three.
spellcasters.
Run shouts. +4. Fuck you, Nav.
We quickly fade to a jewelry store where a certain man is making a pipe bomb, which seems to be laced with diamonds as well as other random gems and assorted materials that he will be embedding within somebody one of these days. And finally, we have a cutout of some people gathered in the shadows of an early morning within a cellar somewhere in this city. Well, that's where we're going to end it for today. With many a life on the line, with Tuls's army, whatever that may look like, about to appear this night. So, we will not be seeing you guys next week, because that is Thanksgiving week. I think that's Thanksgiving Day
Yep.
for
It is.
us in America land. So
Ooh
we will be
wee.
seeing you guys on the 2nd of December.
What a time to not be playing next week.
Yep. Nav,
After
Yugu,
a
Runt, I
night
hope
like
you
this.
enjoyed just hanging out for a couple of hours.
Honestly, it was nice to like just
It was-
not. I feel like I'm always involved in a session all the time, so it's a weird feeling, but also nice to just be like, wow, look at other people fucking up instead of me.
You're just like,
Damn.
I'm finally not involved in a shit show. This is great.
Yeah. Now I get to do the rescuing.
Well then. Any final things you want to say before we wrap out here? Team?
there is a possibility that Meager committed suicide there.
Damn.
Wow.
Well
Damn.
then. We will see if he truly does so. Alright, we're done after that. That was... Oof. Alright, guys. Have a wonderful evening wherever you are. No happy mornings, happy afternoons, just evenings. And as always, don't die. We'll see you next time. Woo.